Going live.
Yeah, and we're early.
We're early.
Oh,
Fuck you.
I saw you taking bets if we'd be here on time. I'm always on time.
Yeah.
This
I
guy
am rarely on time.
Welcome, everybody, to the first live stream of the Whiskey Heathens in 2022.
2022.
I struggled saying that in the shower today.
Wow.
I was like, 2020. I got stuck in a loop.
Something's going on.
That's fucking brutal.
You know what? New year, same shitty us.
No, it's it's
we're
very
older.
much
The same
We're
shitty
older.
me.
That's
I
what
may have improved, but not me.
not by much.
Nope. We're drinking. We got 5 whiskeys here to drink tonight. We've got a couple blinds as well that we're going to play around with. I was thinking maybe we should play with a blind before we start smoking.
Do you want to do a blind before we?
Once we start smoking, man, it's
true.
Anybody's guess, right?
I mean,
It's gonna
okay.
be tough.
So I found some blinds for Josh to drink because I know how you guys love that shit.
I am terrified, as usual. I don't know why you guys like to see me suffer.
Because it's entertaining.
Very rude.
Very rude. Very rude.
Rude. I'm smoking a Macanudo tonight, one of our favorite brands, and it's green label. So as you see, it's kind of
I'm going to smoke one too.
going with our green screen. One of these ones?
Yep, the exact same one. And I don't know how we're going to do it, but guess what? I got one. And I got one for one of you guys.
Oh, that's a giveaway.
Yeah, that's one of the giveaways tonight. Because we're just excited. We're so excited to celebrate the new year and what's coming. I got some other stuff in here.
Yep, I'm excited.
This might be a 3-hour show, might be a 2-hour. We have no idea.
We don't know anything.
Sean already took his shirt off. We're off to a great start.
Oh, well, I
Okay.
didn't think it was coming to this. No, sorry.
I'm going to take this hoodie off soon.
I took my cozy sweater off.
It may be minus 48 out, but in here it's
I took my
still
hat
warm,
off for
still
those
warm.
of you who still think I'm bald, but I'm not. I had a couple people actually message me. Oh, I thought you were bald. So why are you wearing a hat? No, we have great hair. I do
Beautiful, luscious heads of hair.
no receding hairline. I do have a Neanderthal brow,
That's true.
but
He is
that's
Cro-Magnon.
That's old school Cro-Magnon man. So
Yes.
anyway,
All right.
so
So
now
you
that
wanna
we've
do-
lost most of our viewers,
I mean, we're like
see,
1
this is
minute
the
in.
shenanigan part that I warned people about, right?
You warned them.
Yeah,
That's probably good.
yeah. Warned
If
them
there
on
are
Instagram.
children watching in the background, that's cool too. We're not family friendly, but teach your kids to be adults.
Yep.
Don't talk to them like children.
Yep.
Don't take parenting advice from us. We don't have kids. So
Sure.
moving on.
Yep.
You want to do a blind right now?
I want to do blind right now. Start off the day because I've had several whiskeys today.
Okay.
Yep.
We'll start with
And
one.
while Ty's doing that thing there, I'm not going to blindfold myself
You don't
yet.
need to. You don't need to.
Oh, I don't need to. Okay.
No, sir.
You need my glass though.
I
We have our own. Look
It
at
is.
this.
and
Oh,
some
you
of
can't
my
see it.
favorite bags from
Can't
one
fucking-
of my.
there it is. We have the Whiskey Heathens branded glasses now, straight from Glencairn.
That's exciting.
Very exciting.
Oh.
Yeah. So Adam J is one of our moderators. Sorry, I'm so close to it.
That's okay. You're on
Rolled over.
wheels.
I rolled over. Adam's one of our moderators. Adam, we want you to figure out how we can add another moderator.
We'll figure it out later.
Yeah, but
we
he's
can't
going to do
now.
that in the background.
Well, I don't know
So
if
we
can
don't
do
have
that
to
now.
deal with it. Adam's going to research it, is what I'm trying to fucking say, okay?
So I've hidden these. Neither one of them are open. They are brand new.
Let me hear
And
it.
these, oh, they sound like.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
a spirit.
Yeah. So let's go with. Let's let you guys pick. Left or right? My left or my right? First one to say it. My left. My right. Left, right. Left, right. Left, 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 right, left.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh, do you have a torch? Because I forgot mine.
I do.
Cool.
Yes, but we're gonna do these first.
Skull Blade
Left.
says
There you go.
left. So I don't have to do anything, right?
You don't have to do anything. I'm gonna try and take the. You just don't look over here. You just don't look over here for me.
Okay. Just so everybody knows I'm not cheating. I'm backing in. I can't see.
Oh, I'm
Can
taking.
Can they see me?
Oh, I got it.
Can you see me now?
All right, cork is off.
Okay,
Hold on.
not-
Don't
not-
look just yet. I gotta get this.
That's good.
It's not a twist top. You're not gonna look closely anyway. Let me pour this from the bottle into the glass. We won't give them much
From
because
this bottle into my mouth, into my mouth, and into
directly
the glass.
into your gaping lower face hole. All right. I've never tried this either. I just happen to know what it is. Let's put that cork back on. Sorry if that was loud. Let's hide that over there for now. All right, Josh, come on in, buddy.
Okay, can I look at the color?
Yo, 100%. Look at the glass. Do whatever you want now.
Also, folks, our heater has just kicked in. And I want you guys to let us know if it's too loud.
Oh, yeah. How is the sound in general?
Yeah.
They are not Redbreast 27 bags, Sean. These are Mombacho bags that you get when you buy Mombacho Cigars using the code Heathens to get 15% off. Oh, yeah, we're plugging shit right away. Check out Mombacho. I'm sure you have already.
What the fuck is this?
You have never had this. I know for a fact you have never had this. Neither have I, so
yeah.
Curious.
I don't even know. This smells like wax. And candle wax. And like there's a kind of like a cinnamon kind of spice in the background there too.
You want to guess country of origin?
Let me just have a little taste.
Oh yeah, let's get the sippy sip part first.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not even on screen. Sorry, everybody.
You should slide in there. Yeah.
This is how I got to get in the middle because the angle of our screen here.
Our setup is not professional. This is not a professional show. I can feel your warmth.
I thought you were going to say, I can feel your wang.
Your gun is digging into my hip.
Sound is loud and proud. Can you folks hear the heater in the background? I don't think it's too bad, actually, because the screen blocks it anyway.
People are guessing, Skullblade's guessing rare breed rye.
Angle of the dangle.
All right, I've sniffed it enough. I want to sip it.
Is it whiskey?
It is whiskey.
It tastes like a super young whiskey.
You want to guess how many years?
3?
A little higher.
5. No more than 5.
5 years.
Okay.
It's 5 years.
Low ABV. 43 maybe? 40 even? That's just like light, man.
It's not terrible. To me.
Well, I would agree. It's not terrible. It's not something I would probably run out immediately and grab.
No, you wouldn't.
I don't fucking even know what to say about this. Country of origin.
Yeah, what country do you think it's from? We could say what hemisphere, but we'll go with country to begin with.
I think this is from Germany.
You think it's German?
Yeah.
German whiskey, he says.
I'm trying to think, I don't know any German whiskey. Maybe Swedish or something.
All right, I'll tell you. It's American.
This is fucking weird, man. I don't know what to say about this. It tastes like a grainy spirit. Doesn't taste like much malt or anything at all. Unless it's like a really, insanely young malt, but 5 years old.
It's American.
And it's malt?
I didn't say malt.
Oh, I don't think it's malt. Can't be, can it? It reminds me of that old Perth Victoria 2020 bottle that tastes like gin.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
We got a bottle in there if you want some. Actually, our Secret Santa gave me that bottle, so everyone's going to give a try that one.
I honestly don't mind it, truthfully. There's nothing like a super heavy flavor profile that's jumping out. It's just not terrible.
I do not care for this whiskey.
I figured as much.
Yeah. But I'm not spitting it out either. I'll finish it.
Do you want me to tell you what part of America?
Colorado.
Kentucky.
I'm joking. Nothing this terrible will come out of Colorado.
Yeah, actually, now that I think about it, everything we've had that's come out of Colorado has been great.
It's been fantastic. Right?
That's fucking weird. No, this is out of Kentucky. Or so it says on the list.
It's like, I don't even know what this is, man. It's a very odd whiskey.
You guys keep guessing, too. I mean, there's no harm in you guys guessing. Can't really see legs. Thin legs. Color's light.
Straw. Yeah, I don't care for this.
Waxy on the nose.
Very waxy, like candle wax, like straight up melted wax in your
almost
nostrils.
crayon-like.
Yep.
bet this is very popular with the U.S. Marines.
Okay, then.
It's a running joke, they eat crayons. Kentucky Gentleman. It is not Kentucky Gentleman. I don't even know for a fact if it's from Kentucky, but the word Kentucky is on the label.
Is it like Kentucky Derby?
No. Do you want to close your eyes just for a brief moment?
Sure,
Let me just
I'll
double
look
check.
I'll look it up.
Okay, hold on. I'm not going to show you guys yet either. Okay, so it says it's Kentucky, but it's not bottled in Kentucky.
Okay.
It's bottled in Illinois. You can turn around. You can turn around. Sorry.
In Chicago, Illinois.
Not in Chicago, but in the state of Illinois.
Ah, fuck. I have no idea.
They say it's Kentucky whiskey, bottled in Illinois.
Don't care for it.
Okay.
I thought I was going to finish it.
You don't have to finish it. And don't feel bad about that at all.
No.
You want to give another minute for anyone else to try and take a guess? Now they've got, where it's bottled from.
Yeah, I don't know anything about anything.
Soldier horse, no.
About
military special, no. Looks like a rice whiskey.
Oh, cool. I could
It
see
is
that. I could see that. It doesn't taste like malt at all to me.
I'll give you another hint. We did a product from them once already, an episode last year from the same.
So,
company.
fun fact about me and our episodes.
He doesn't remember what he had for breakfast.
I don't have a clue what we've done. I don't know what's in the bank. I don't know.
No, this went up. This was on YouTube last year. Not this whiskey, but one
fucking
thumbnail.
guys that did the Liberator shit. Is it?
No, that was Canadian.
Oh, that was garbage.
Coville? No, it is not Coville. And I don't believe Coville's American. No, wait. Is Coville the one that is out of Chicago? Maybe it is.
Yeah, I have no idea.
All
we
a
did
blur.
something by them.
We did something by them?
Is it something from Bellamede or something?
No.
They're good.
All right.
Yeah, I can't even think. I have no idea.
You guys ready for the unveiling?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. It is the Devil's Sister.
Oh,
5-year-old. We did
no
their
fucking
peach
wonder.
whiskey.
Which was awful.
It was garbage. And they reached out and said, thanks for the review. You should try our actual Kentucky whiskey. We understand the peach is not for everyone.
Yeah.
Now, I'm
That's
always
cool that
one.
they reached out though.
I'm always one to give a distillery a second chance. You can't base an entire distillery off of one product.
What do I always say?
I don't know. What do you always say?
Everybody gets one.
Okay, Spider-Man says that too.
Absolutely. Everybody gets one.
40%
Remember on Family Guy?
Yeah, everybody gets one.
Yeah.
So yeah, Devil's Sister Kentucky whiskey, aged 5 years, made in the USA, 40%.
Okay.
Devil's Sister is a carefully chosen 5-year-old Kentucky whiskey with a sweet flavor, pronounced smokiness, subtle notes of caramel, burnt sugar, and a smooth finish.
There was a touch of smoke.
Distilled from grain.
Green, yeah.
Yep. Bottled by Two Eagles Distillery in Mount Prospect, Illinois. Sold by Deluxe Wine and Spirits Co. out of Mount Prospect, Illinois. You can order it online at deluxewineandspirits.com. Or if you live locally to Fort McMurray, you can purchase this at Back Alley Liquor downtown.
There it is.
It is
literally
available
in the back alley.
It is available in many other liquor stores throughout Alberta. Now, we'll probably do an episode on it, just not blind, but it'll be a quick one. Did they redeem themselves from the peach?
Yes. That's better than the peach.
This is going to be a mix for me. It was
100%.
cheap. I think it was $40, $45.
You got to mix it.
Yeah.
And Adam J says that I can watch the same movie over and over. And speaking of that, I don't know if y'all are watching The Witcher, but I love The Witcher.
Oh, season 2 is out now.
Yeah, so I watched season 2. And
is it done already?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't know what the fuck's going on here. Why don't I know anyone or anything? So I literally had to watch the entire first season
1.
again. Yeah.
You got somewhere to pour this out? I'm not
I do.
gonna finish that either.
I do.
Where?
Oh, shit.
You don't.
Yeah. I'm gonna pour it in here.
Okay. Oh, that's a terrible idea.
What?
Nah, let's not do that. Why don't you just rush out real quick and throw those out while I open this next bottle? You want to just do another blind right now?
Yeah, let's do another one.
Yellowstone all the way. We'll talk about TV shows here soon enough. Get some interesting stuff to go. We're going to do another blind while Josh throws that trash out. I'm going to see if I can get the label off of this. I'll give you guys a hint. Josh isn't looking. Beautiful bottling. Oh my God. Oh my God. My lovely future ex-wife gave me an awesome gift.
Oh, that turned to steam.
Close your eyes for a second.
Oh.
This is requiring a knife.
Sorry, babe. Let me sit down.
There we go.
Oh my God.
All right. Plastic. Plastic be gone. All right. You got your glass?
Yeah.
Okay. That's okay. There's Josh's glass. Here's mine, full of water. Always drink water. There we go. All right. Here we go. Number 2. Some of you might know what this is already, just based off of the bottle. Real cork.
Real cork.
Glass bottle. Beautiful bottle. Just a touch.
Sounds nice.
It sounds nice. Okay. I got a little note here. I'll pull that off and I'll read that once we get going here as part of the hints.
Sounds good.
Okay. Josh, you can turn around, my friend.
Good?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Put this away.
Nice color. Oh, that's a weird smell again.
That smells fucking strange.
Fuck.
Man, we're not going to be able to keep up with the comments. That's all right. Not a bad thing. You drank already? Oh.
Yeah.
It's going weird smell.
Is it rye or something? Must be high rye. It's just sweet. It's like a rye sweetness.
I don't mind that at all, actually.
It's okay. It's okay. But just okay. It's bourbony. Gotta be some corn in there. Could be
Secret mash bill.
touch of wheat.
I do know one part of the mash bill. You already named it. It's high rye.
Yeah.
They say it. I'm pretty sure they say it right on the bottle. It might have just been in my research when I looked it up.
Not too bad.
Not too bad? Not
No.
too bad?
No, it's not too bad. How much is this? Cheap.
No. I think I paid like $80-something. For this.
No.
Okay.
I wouldn't pay $80 for this in a fucking no.
Where do you think it's from?
America.
I'm going to take this hoodie off. It's a little shiny, I'm noticing. I'm going to take that out of that pocket.
Hey, Master Chef. Cheers, dog.
I was thinking about Nick today, actually, while I was in the shower.
Nice.
But I didn't drink his beers. I'm going to, though. It's in the fridge, ready to go. Oh, my God. This is such a struggle. I didn't think anybody could see me. I was wearing black camo, but it's shiny black camo, which can be a bit of a fuck up, apparently. Oh, there we go. You, devil be gone. Oh, okay. Take that off. Don't need that right now. All right. What do you think?
It's okay.
It's okay?
It's just okay. I wouldn't buy it, and I wouldn't have it in my cabinet.
Okay.
If someone poured it for me, I wouldn't be mad.
You wouldn't be mad?
No. But at the same time, I don't care for it, and I can't see me reaching for it.
I'm going to put it to you this way. I had never seen this before. I saw it on shelves. I was like, what the fuck is that? Well, I was interested. It drew my eye. I picked it up. I read it. It said some interesting things. Some things that are near and dear to my heart.
Okay.
I picked it up.
Okay.
I put it on the counter and I paid for it.
So where's it from?
America.
Tastes American.
Because it is.
That makes sense.
Does. Now, secret blend.
Definitely Rye City. Tastes like a cheap rye, though.
They say high rye. They say at least 25% rye.
Nice.
I'm going to read something to you here.
Not going to finish it.
That's fine. You don't have to finish it. Close your eyes for a second.
Oh.
You're not going to turn around. Just close your eyes. Just close your eyes. I'm just going to read something here. Try the bourbon that outscored Pappy 20-year-old at the 2018 Ultimate Beverage Challenge.
Who the fuck were the judges at the 2018 Ultimate Beverage Challenge?
No idea, but this beat Pappy 20-year-old.
Pappy 20 is good, but it is overhyped as well. It's not even real Pappy anymore.
You can open your eyes. I was just reading that little tag on it.
Yeah, so fuck that.
I can tell you what else it won.
It's kind of okay, but
They got the Best in Show award. They got multiple Best in Class awards.
what were they up against?
Multiple platinum medals.
Horse piss?
Multiple double gold medals. Multiple gold medals. Please drink responsibly.
It does have an oaky afterbirth.
It does. So, do you want to learn more?
Yeah, tell me what that shit is.
Okay, here we go.
It reminds me of, is it wild turkey?
This is not wild turkey.
Wild
This
turkey tastes good.
is Bower Hill
What the
Kentucky
fuck?
Straight Bourbon Whiskey, single barrel.
It's okay. I would not buy that ever. Ty buys these fucking weird, like the weirdest shit I've ever seen. Ty brings it here.
The bottle drew me in. I was very interested.
Yeah, I could see that.
Okay, it's a beautiful bottle. It's
Yeah.
even got like the embossed glass and everything.
Look at the cork.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful cork and it's real cork.
Let me see that cork.
It's 47%.
Look at that. Oh,
Listen to the noise.
I like that cork.
Yeah, so do I.
Okay, I see how it drew you in.
Now, let me read to you something that's on it. Beautiful Bower Hill, got a nice gun on it. Do love me an old musket. So here's what they say. Bower Hill Bourbon commemorates the Battle of Bower Hill, which was the first bloodshed of the Whiskey Rebellion in 1794. The Mingo Creek militiamen, numbering nearly 600, surrounded Federal Tax Inspector General John Neville's fortified home in Bower Hill. The battle took the lives of 2 rebel leaders, Oliver Miller and Major James McFarland, a veteran of the Military Revolutionary War, as well as a few U.S. soldiers defending the Bower Hill home. Upon completion of the 2-day battle, the home was razed by fire. The rebellion originated from the excise whiskey tax of 1791. The farmers who resisted, many of them war veterans, contended that they were fighting for the principles of the American Revolution. Basically, you try to tax them too much, and they fucking took guns to the houses and killed the tax man. Kind of agree with that.
I know you would.
Yeah. Anyway, that's it. Bower Hill. Never heard of them.
Ty, as a free American Canadian man, he doesn't like to be told what he can and cannot do. And you know what?
These are facts.
Man, I understand that.
I will read one more thing to you. Distilled and aged in Louisville, Kentucky, for at least 4 years. Each barrel individually picked, dumped, filtered, and proofed. Best in Class Platinum 2018 SIP Awards. Gold 2018 Whiskeys of the World. Here's the thing. Kentucky whiskey, bottled in Silverton, Ohio.
There it is.
So that's 2 Kentucky whiskeys, 2 Kentucky bourbons, bottled out of state.
Both equally not that good.
I like the Bower Hill better.
I agree. Also, I'm fucking pissed off right now.
Why?
I'm fucking pissed, man.
Why?
Like, look at this cigar. I haven't done anything yet.
You dropped it.
Yeah, but it just went like this.
Oh, I don't know what
Like,
to tell
look,
you.
I'm just moving it around. It's just,
Oh, shit.
yeah, it's just falling apart. This one's still in the plastic. It's fucking cracked
Did
all
you bring
up.
2 out, or is one of those mine? Or
I don't know.
no, it don't matter.
Well, you can have it.
No, it don't matter.
I don't want it. This fucking crack. I'm this close to just winging this out in the snowbank, man. That drives me insane.
That sucks.
I've been smoking cigars regularly, and none of the other ones are like this, stored properly.
Well,
Fuck, I'm pissed off, man.
smoke something else then.
I'm gonna try this, but I am not impressed.
I'm going to tell you, we got a guest in the green room already.
Okay, I need your torch.
You
Let's
need
bring
my
him in.
torch. Let me get you that torch, and then we'll bring him in. He's ready to go, I think. He's got headphones on. Fucking professional.
Look at
Unlike
this
us.
fucking. Jeez, man.
Okay.
Oh my God, it's just.
We got 2 guests, but we're bringing the first one in because I told him he could come on first. That's not you, Sean. You're just going to have to wait. Sorry, brother.
I'm pissed. I'm sorry,
We got
guys.
things to talk to you
You know
about.
what? I'm
anyway.
leaving.
No, you can't leave. Don't leave me alone with these heathens. I'm going to try it. Let's see what happens to mine. Let's give this a quick cut, and then we'll bring our guest on.
Fuck, I am pissed off.
Nice clean cut. I got no issues with my cap.
Man, the cut was clean.
Oh, I guess there's a little crack
Yeah,
there.
look at that, man.
Huh. It is. It's not very hard. Mine were stored properly. I'm sure yours were as well.
Yeah.
Weird. All right. Let's light
It
this up.
feels fine.
Feels nice in my hand. That's what she said. All right. So I'm going to let our guest introduce himself when we bring him on. I'll tell you his name and tell you that he's a very funny comedian coming out of Ontario. Give us a thumbs up if you're ready. He's ready. So here we go. Without further ado, here's Mark Anthony, everybody.
Mark Anthony.
There he is.
What's up, guys?
What's going on, fella?
How you doing, man? Thanks for having me on, boys.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for putting up with us.
I wish I had a cigar to join you, man. That's
you know, I have a little section in my humidor. There's 3 cigars in there with your name on it, waiting for you.
Oh, dude.
For the next time you're here.
Oh, dude. I'm honestly spring, summer, like that's when it's happening. I'm coming out there. I'm gonna snag some alcohol.
Whiskey?
I can't get over here.
He does.
I do, yeah. I've got a
Stop
nice
on
little,
by, son. You're in the New Orleans glass. What are you drinking?
How did you know that was a Norland glass? Of
course we know our glassware.
Of course. I actually like these things. They were a gift. I don't mind them. And I'm drinking, I don't know how good it is. I seem to like it, but I actually wouldn't mind you guys ripping it apart. It's a Green Spot.
Green Spot. Sean, tell us how you feel about Green Spot there, Sean. I see him smiling in the background.
Our next guest is our Irish whiskey expert.
That's a good choice.
Is he really?
Delicious whiskey right there.
Is it? Okay, I got it as a gift. I've never even heard of it. And I'm pretty much almost done the bottle. I've only had it for a week. I think it's pretty nice. It's got a good taste to it.
It's quite lovely, man. You can get blue spot, yellow spot, red spot.
Oh, okay. They got a bunch of spots.
Yeah.
All right. Nice.
It's good. It's good. It's good quality, man.
You don't even have to ask for it at an open mic.
Hilarious. Hilarious. Yo, nice. Cheers to you guys for, kicking off your show. It's I've been following you guys for a bit. It's absolutely awesome. Cheers to that.
Cheers, brother. Thank you. He's still drinking that. He's still drinking the Bower Hill. When you're in the green room, did you see anything we were doing? Could you hear us? I guess you could hear us.
Yeah. I can see and hear you guys. And I was kind of following the chat for a bit there too, the comments.
So I'm gonna let you introduce yourself, but I'm gonna say, look, having issues with the burn radius already,
buddy. Honestly, once it was the tip was dicked, I knew it was a write-off from the start.
Yeah, I'm pissed. Well, I did too. I did. I knew. We all fucking knew.
So I'm going to tell you guys quickly about Mark. Like I said, I'll let him introduce himself, but I will say he's got this fantastic show on YouTube that COVID fucked over completely called Buffet Buds. And it was him and JJ Lieberman. They would try a different strain of weed and then go to a different buffet. It was an awesome show. I loved it. I'm sad that it's not on right now.
You guys are potheads?
Legit,
Mark Anthony is a pothead and a comedian, and one of his stickers.
This was not one of his kind of show.
Grace's my humidor, his grandmother.
I know that she has more TV credits than me. Fuck's sake.
I would definitely put that on my humidor.
That's her pepper spray. Yeah, nice. So anyway, Mark, who are you? What the fuck are you about?
I got pepper spray on my scrotum once. Anyway.
Oof, brutal, dude.
Please carry on.
I'm a stand-up comedian, born and raised in Ontario here, and been doing it for just about a decade, and just been adapting, man. Put on as much content as possible, travel throughout North America, UK, that whole spiel, and that's it, man. Just making people laugh. I'm pot committed, and just keep throwing shit out there until something hits. And even if it doesn't, I'll still be doing this. So you know what I mean? It is what it is.
Doug Ford what Alec Baldwin is to Donald Trump.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I know, right? I don't know how.
You're fantastic at it. I love it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, dude, I get ripped on all the time because it's not the best impression, obviously, but
it's supposed to be parody.
Yeah, I'm I've developed a character of what I think he kind of talks to his kids about at the cottage, you know what I mean? Or his nephews being don't throw doobies in the fire, shit like that, So
all right.
It's pretty awesome.
He doesn't know fuck all about Ontario politics.
Yeah, first of all,
you're not missing out
about anything that's happening in Ontario. But I gotta just this. I'm throwing the cigar in the fucking garbage. Look at this. Now the whole side up here is just cracked. Look at that.
You gotta return that.
What the fuck is that?
Now I feel bad because I was gonna give one away. Matt,
this is the only Macanudo that's never held up for me, man.
I'm not gonna give that away now if it's gonna be that bad. Yeah, he's gonna crack that right now. That's sad.
That is sad.
That shit.
That's sad.
Fuck you, man.
Now, is that a bad role, or it wasn't maintained in a humidor properly? Like, educate me here.
Meat.
We're very, very particular about our humidors. My lovely girlfriend bought me 2 humidors, and I'm constantly rotating Boveda packs, and we've got digital and analog hygrometers in there. He's got like 3 humidors and just bought a big 500 cigar stand-up cabinet.
Wow.
That hasn't come in yet, but no, we're very, very meticulous in taking care of our cigars. Probably even just bringing these over here. I brought them in my travel humidor. And in my travel humidor, I have a 69% Boveda pack. Like, that was just to come over here. I mean, they would have been fine for a few days. So
right. I mean, I just moved recently, so I kind of shelved the humidor life for a little bit, and obviously, you know, don't have the best situation to smoke them in. But, you know, once summer gets going, I can't wait. I don't know, man. The maintenance is out of control. I was finding that, like, I was refilling my pucks and Boveda packs getting dried out like every 3-4 days. I must have been doing something wrong. I checked the seal, you name it. But I mean, you know, I was harassing you with like 20-minute long voice notes. So
that's all right, man. Did you season it properly?
I brought it to a place to season it. Like the place I bought it from, they seasoned it for me and everything.
That's right. My girlfriend also bought me a wine cooler that I'm going to turn into a Wineador, a plug-in humidifier cigar cooler. Today. I know you did. I just told them.
Nice.
So anyway, we're not here to talk about shitty situations of cigar. Oh,
yeah. Let's get something real here, okay? Let's get a Mombacho.
You might not know this, but Mombacho is a sponsor of ours. And when you order Mombachos, you get 15% off with the code Heathens at checkout. And they're shipped from in Canada, so you never have to deal with customs fees. They're fantastic, and you get you accumulate points for free cigars.
It's a savings account. You can purchase boxes. And
they come in beautiful bags.
$250 US.
Oh, yeah.
Free shipping, too. So you save another $40 US, man.
So yeah, anyway, there's another shameless plug on our end, but
no, I love it. I wrote it down.
They're fantastic. Every single Mombacho that I've ever had in my entire life has been fantastic. I bought a dozen boxes, and they're always just amazing.
Well, you've dealt with sponsors, and you know podcasts, and you know shows. It would absolutely suck to have to rep something you didn't give a shit about. Yeah. We're so fortunate that it's a brand that we liked long before we even considered having them as a sponsor, basically. So we're just really lucky to rep a product we love.
Yeah.
No, that's fantastic.
We rep something that we didn't believe in.
Gene asked what the code is. It's Heathens.
Yeah, I'll check it in here, actually.
Yeah, just Heathens. If you can't spell that by now, you're probably one of our audience members.
Link up.
Yeah, I got to get back into it, man. I'm going to use that code. I've never even heard of that brand ever. So,
that's the problem.
Dude, it's the new luxury brand out there. But, man, they're doing things right for us here in Canada. They're doing us right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's headquarters at?
Nicaragua.
Okay, nice. And the one in Canada?
Well, they just have a warehouse in Canada. They ship everything on their own, take care of it.
Out of Ontario,
but they ship delivery within Canada.
Oh, okay. So they take care of that back-end cost kind of deal.
Yep. Yeah, and they're so meticulous about customer service. Once you've placed your order, they call you the next day to make sure everything went okay. Give you an actual phone call. You'd be like, who the fuck's calling me from Nicaragua?
You're like, hey, you got those cigars, right? You're like, yes. Just relax. I got the cigars. Are you sure? What would you compare that one to? Like a My Father's cigar, like kind of thing, or like what?
My Father, the Judge, is one of his top 10 cigars. I think that's fair to say, ever. Yeah, of all time.
It's my current favorite right now.
Still,
yeah,
and
love it.
That's a nice. I smoked one of those on my wedding. That was fantastic.
Then you'll love the Mombachos.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. We did a previous episode where they paired up with Diplomatico rum, which is the only rum not available in Alberta by name. It's available everywhere else in the country. You can get it in Ontario, and it's fantastic rum. But they made the cigar specifically to pair with it, and we did a whole episode and a live, and it was fantastic.
Hold up. Mitch says they're not new. 15-year anniversary in 2 weeks.
Okay.
That's new.
So
15 years, that's new, dude.
Yeah, as opposed to names that people know like Macanudo, Cohiba, that have been around.
How long has Cohiba
decades.
been around, right?
I don't even know.
Yeah, 15 years, man. That's new. And they're fucking amazing. Mitch out of anyone here.
Mitch knows for
know,
sure.
right?
Yeah, he says they smoke very similar to a nicely aged Padermo. They're slightly less peppery than a My Father.
I agree 100%.
Nice.
Smooth. They're not as harsh. Is that the way to say it? I guess so. Drew Estate, Nico Rusta. Yeah, damn great cigar. I love Drew Estate. That's another one of our favorites, but they're not a Spencer, so fuck them.
Yeah. I'll plug Mombachos all day, and if you get a Mombacho and you hate it, I want to know. I'll be shocked.
All right. No, I'm gonna do it up.
No, yeah.
I might be consulting you guys for when I. Yeah, please do. And also one of those.
Mombacho. I'll be happy to send you some here.
Well, he's coming out here in the spring.
Oh, well,
and I need that Italian whiskey, whatever it is, the Puni or whatever it is.
Yummy.
I need to try it. I don't care
if
you ship me one or save me a bottle. Is it tough to get over here or what?
It's not available in Canada anymore. They lost their importer, and they don't have a brand distributor. They don't have a brand ambassador. They just had issues, I guess, when COVID hit. There was a huge shipping delay, and the last bottle I got was from 2016, and I've got a lot of them.
Seriously?
I bought, I think, everyone available still in Alberta.
Wow, dude. Yeah, I gotta try that. I wouldn't even know where to begin to get it, to be honest with you, and that pisses me off.
You probably can't, unfortunately.
Oh,
for now. So much better?
Man. I'll almost throw the rest of those fucking Macanudos away, man.
Your mood just changed. I saw that. Your whole body.
Oh, dude,
like, all right, I'm in it.
Already, man. I'm like, hell yeah. And it's just a sexy fucking cigar, man. Look how sexy that label is.
Oh, yeah. I got to get on this.
This is one of my favorites from them.
Man.
Just very, very, very nice.
Drew Estate is my girlfriend's number one.
Okay.
Because they got a couple of different like brands under their umbrella. They've got a bunch of flavored ones. And like they've got like the Deadwood tobacco. They're like flavored sweet. They've got their acid series. They've got the Mother Earth series. You got tons of
Drew Estate
ones. Yeah, Drew Estate.
Feral Flying Pig, man. That's my fave.
With little pigtail.
Yeah, I love the year the rat as well.
What's the Mombacho Classic?
I'd have to see a picture of it, Gino, unfortunately. Yeah, for boutique brand says, 15. Yeah, it's boutique. It's the new luxury brand. And again, like not Mombacho show, but when I find a cigar that I really love or a whiskey that I really love, I want to tell everybody, and I want everybody to try it, and I want to know what they think about the things that I love, right? Gino just meant which one to get.
Fuck that one,
man. Yeah, Liga Maestro.
Yeah,
just fantastic.
Let me see. I'll throw up a picture here.
Yeah, we got a picture. Their vintage ones are amazing. The Diplomatico, you got to be in the mood for. It's a very different little petite cigar that smokes for an hour 15.
Damn,
unreal. Yeah, that Liga is amazing.
What whiskey would you pair that one with?
All of them.
Yeah.
All of them. You're like, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. It'll be a good pair.
I love peated whiskeys with my cigars because the smoke just really does it for me. But I'm actually going to pour this one right now. This Deanston. This is a 25-year-old Deanston from Old Malt Cask. It's brand new on the market. And this is cask strength at 47.7%. And this whiskey, I wanted to talk about it because there's absolutely no nose on this. This smells like nothing at all. It smells like nothing. There's no smell to this.
Weird.
There's no smell.
Well, hold on. Let me finish this.
But the taste is fantastic.
Oh, rinse me out before you pour, please.
Yes, I do. And yeah, Gino. This is Gino, right? Is that Gene? Like, is that Gino?
Gene talking? Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Gino, our Gino?
Eugene? Actually, I have no idea. No, maybe not. No idea. Probably not.
Yeah, who's Gene?
I forget.
Because the fella you're talking to there, Mitch, Mombacho expert.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, 5-point gram. Oh, okay.
There we
go. Okay. I thought it was Gino, but yeah, 5-point gram.
It's hard to keep
Mitch
track of all the people.
Well, I guess Gene would have said Gino. Or fucking sarcastic arse.
Before we dig into that, Mark, why don't you tell us what you got going on, man? You got any new projects in the works? You got a tour happening soon? What's going on?
I'm dropping my first comedy album soon this year, so it's about a month or two away. Yeah. I'm gonna be doing some old school vinyl prints too.
So where can we find it digitally?
On my website. I'll be posting on the website, on all my socials. I'll be pumping it probably forever.
Be sure to drop your website so we can put it in the comments there too.
I don't think they have access.
Okay, yeah,
to
absolutely.
when they're here.
Okay, when you sign out, make sure you comment before you actually leave so we can post it.
Okay, yeah. I'll put my socials and everything. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting. So
Yeah,
your first comedy album, who's that coming through? Comedy Records?
No, myself. I'm
You got your own
self-producing
Funny
and
Man.
everything. Yeah.
Nice.
Doing it myself. Yeah. So I'm doing that myself, and then I'm just hitting hard with the content. I've got that Mark and Austin YouTube channel where me and Austin make weekly sketches and collaborate with a lot of other Toronto comedians. So just gonna keep that going, man. And there's some good news about Buffet Buds. It might be getting picked up and funded for a Vegas season. So
Hell yeah!
Right? Yeah. So that might be
JJ's
happening.
in Vegas now, isn't he?
Yeah, and he found a guy. It's actually streaming. Season 2 that's on YouTube is actually streaming. It's streaming on some American streaming site that's sort of like a beta project that we're getting some revenue share from. And if it goes well, they're going to fund a season 3. So we'll see what happens.
May I ask, do you have guests on your show, or is it you two that just do your thing? Because
We have a lot of guests.
I'm in the Ontario scene someday. I could go for some buffet and some buds, right? That's like right up my alley.
Absolutely.
You probably can't tell by my girth because I look so athletic, but that's my thing. Straight up.
Hey man, and that
nudes. I'm really into noodles.
Body, man. You got to keep building that muscle mass.
Well, resting muscle is
it's
still
been
muscle.
Nudes.
30 years.
Yeah, I mean, JJ's in Vegas, so JJ's in Vegas, so it'll be in Vegas if it happens. So I'll meet you in Vegas. I'm sure they got some solid whiskey that we can grab onto there.
Let's do it.
They do have a pretty fantastic whiskey bar at the Bellagio, I believe.
I'm ready.
Really?
I'm ready now.
All right.
Actually, I just renewed
All
my
right.
passport. So give me 2 weeks.
Same. I just did that too, actually. Yeah.
Well, that's exciting.
What would you guys say? I had a question. The best whiskey under $100 that I could find at the LCBO.
Bonhaven 12.
That it's something that is. Hey.
How much time do you have?
Bunnahabhain 12.
Yeah,
Bunnahabhain.
Bonhaven 12 is about 65. Well, in
Bunnahabhain
Ontario,
12.
it's probably $260. No, I'm sorry. In Ontario, it's a little bit more expensive. Bunnahabhain 12 is amazing. Auchentoshan. And the Auchentoshan 12-year-old or the 3-wood. 12-year-old is a nice introduction to Scotch, and the 3-wood's a little bit more spicy. Anyone who's just busting onto the scene and really looking to expand their palate a little bit, I always recommend Bunnahabhain 12, and I always recommend Auchentoshan 12 or Auchentoshan 3-wood, man. It's just amazing.
All right.
They're
I'm gonna
delicious.
check that out.
I was going to pop it here so you can actually have a look
God
at it.
damn it.
And I can
fun.
get those at the LCBO.
Yes, you can buy it pretty much anywhere. It's extremely readily available whiskey that is excellent.
And this would be like if I were to, nice rings. If I were to go to a whiskey connoisseur's house, get them this as a gift, that's going to be the one.
If someone brought me a Bunnahabhain 12, I would be perfectly happy.
I'll move out of the way, but that's essentially what it looks like there.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gorgeous whiskey, man.
It doesn't always come in that tube. That tube doesn't matter. You're going to throw that out anyway.
That is true.
Now,
even though I still have my
Skullblade's
green spot in the tube.
Yeah, Skullblade's recommending bourbons. If you want to go that route, I agree that Elijah Craig Barrel Proof is quite tasty. But to me, I'm Scotch, man. I'm doing single malt or blended Scotch usually. And the Bunnahabhain 12, man, it's a stepping stone for everybody. And then eventually you'll go to the 18 and fucking the 42-year-old,
Damn. What's your take on the Dalwhinnies?
Dalwhinnie 15 is a a lovely stepping stone as well. It's a light, citrusy, very crisp whiskey. It's quite nice, but I kind of fell out of love with it because myself and Adam J, we had this bottle at a bar one time, and we were just drinking from this bottle, and it was fantastic, and it was like beautiful hints of like orange and orange peels. So we went and bought a bottle right away, and it didn't taste anything remotely like that bottle. And ever since then, I've been kind of a little bit disdain from it. But yeah,
I'll point out Paul lives in Montreal, and he's saying it's $90 at the LCBO. Sean Kincaid is suggesting Bushmills Black Bush for Irish whiskey under $100.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And all the ones that Skullblade said, the Bookers, the Elijah Craig, those are all bourbons, and they're over $100 in Canada.
All right.
Well, yeah, he's saying $80 for Bookers, but again, he's in the States, so everything's like half price there.
Yeah, our money.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so what's that, like $300?
Our money sucks. Let's like pay money. What else? What other one? There's one. Oh, fuck, never mind. That's way too much in Ontario. I was gonna say Klein Leash 14 is $90, $99 here.
Pretty much whatever you pay, we get for $30 to $40 off at least.
Oh, Aberlour Abunda. The cheapest place in Canada is in Ontario.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a cask strength Oloroso sherry.
Andrew was drinking that the other day when I was talking to him.
It's a fucking beast, and you can throw a ton of water in it, and that bottle will last you forever, man. Don't put water in your bottle, put water in your glass, right? Dude.
What about
what's that?
I've never. Well, I was gonna say, is Redbreast a bourbon or whiskey?
That's Irish whiskey.
Okay.
Yeah, the 12-year-old, the 15, 12 cask strength, 21. You got the Lastu.
Everybody's talking about the 27 now, but I don't even know where to get that.
I did not care for it.
Really?
Oh, apparently the price for the Abunda is now $110.
Still more expensive here.
Yeah.
But for $110 at 60% alcohol, man. So you can water it down to 40%, and that 110 bottles is going to stretch out way longer. You know what I'm saying? Because the Bunnahabhain 12 is 46.3%. The Aberlour is 60% alcohol. So it evens out. You know what I'm saying?
Someone else just pointed out
Laddie, classic Laddie.
Before we jump to that, for bourbon, the Woodford Reserve Double Oak. It's under $100, and that's the bourbon that changed my mind on bourbon.
I actually just finished a bottle of that. Actually, that stuff is great.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's good. Now, do you find yourself like gravitating towards one certain whiskey? No, let me rephrase. One certain style of whiskey, like Scottish whiskey, American malt whiskey. Like, what's your?
I'd say American. I like to. For some reason, I just feel like it kind of tastes sweeter or has like sweeter notes anyways.
Yeah, I agree with you there.
Yeah, and it's easier to drink a lot of it. Whereas the Scottish stuff, I've had a hard time, building up that to the peat. Like it's a lot, you know what I mean? And it can fuck you up real quick. Yeah, it is. And especially when you're, I kind of dove right into the deep end by getting like nice, big, thick, dark cigars and going right with like a thick, peaty scotch, and I was like, this is just I'm gonna pass out, you know what I mean? So
I feel you there 100%, man.
Yeah, that's why I keep gravitating to the American stuff.
So yeah, American whiskey, that is not so much my forte, but I'm sure between the secret underground council of glorious whiskey nerds, we can find something that you're gonna love, right?
But even then, like, getting this, the Green Spot, even Redbreast, like every time I get a good Irish one, I seem to dig it.
Boulder.
Colorado Spirit.
You need to do yourself a favor. Boulder's not in Ontario, is it,
at
Travis?
all?
Ask Trav. Travis, is Boulder in Ontario or is Woody Creek in Ontario? Woody Creek. That's the good shit.
I don't know. I've never heard of either of those.
In there. You're welcome to stay, Keith.
I really like Few bourbon.
FEW?
FEW. I call it Few. I mean, is it FEW?
Yeah, everybody calls it Few. I can't say I've had much experience with it, to tell you the truth. Sean is telling you to stick with Irish since that's what you're drinking now, but
Skullblade.
What'd he say?
Dude.
Wild Turkey 101?
Wild Turkey 101, man. Have you bought that yet for $30?
because that is the bourbon that you're going to want to have in your cabinet, man.
Yeah, I like Wild Turkey. That stuff's solid.
The 101?
I don't know if it's the 101.
Get it.
I don't know if it is.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, it's delicious.
All right.
$30.
I'm going to go buy that Banahabahain, or however you say it. How you say it again?
It's spelled Bonahaven, but it's pronounced with a V, like the way Cuba does. It was Bonahaven.
Yeah. Okay, Bonahaven.
Bonahaven, 12-year-old.
Bonahaven 12-year-old. Okay, I'm going to go get one of those.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Yeah. Gene says, how's the Woody Creek cast strength rye? It's fantastic. It's I get excited when we're talking about really good whiskey, right? The rye is quality. It's tailor-made. It's craft. It's a little touch of sweetness in there. It's quite like flavorful and tangy. I think if you enjoy rye, you must grab that Woody Creek cast strength rye.
Let me ask you just quickly while I got you. When you do come out this way, are you coming up to Fort Mac for sure? And are you coming with yucks or callback?
I can do whichever you want me to do, whichever is best.
Well, whatever's best for you. I mean, you're going to make the trip up here, but I'd suggest go with callback.
Yeah, I thought they'll probably be the ones to send me, yeah.
Yeah, well, if you come up with them, it's on a Wednesday. You come early. We'll do a live show. You come drink with us, and then we'll go hit the casino and do the show.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, buddy. And
buddy, I have a bad feeling, man. If I start drinking and smoking with you guys, buddy, I'm going to need 3 days recovery.
We could do like a couple early recordings and then come back here after, perhaps.
Yeah, why not?
Maybe.
I'm down. Either way, man, I'll be hitting you guys up probably for some suggestions along the way. And when I get my humidor back up and running this spring, I'm gonna be checking out that link over here. That link, Mombacho Cigars.
Yeah, man.
And yeah, pretty much it, man.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah, send it to him, dude. I'm telling you, like I myself, like even though they're sponsoring, like we're affiliates, Mombacho affiliates, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like I've just been using Mitch's discount all before we got our own. So now we're using our own discount.
Thanks, Mitch, but we've moved on.
Yeah, like how are we not going to take advantage of this? Because there's a 400 to a 450% tax on tobacco here.
Yeah.
I bought $150 worth of cigars, and I had to pay a total of 600 Canadian dollars to get it delivered to my door. Mombacho, just none of that.
Wow.
That's beautiful, man. What the fuck else is anyone who's in Canada smoking? What are you looking for? What are you gonna go buy it at the store for $40 a stick instead? Give your head a fucking shake. Yeah, use our discount and fucking. We're gonna buy cigars when you use our discount as well. So, right?
I'm gonna quickly stick with cigars for a second and say that Macanudo was one of my first loves. We saw Josh had a bad issue with his.
Look at that.
Mine's been tasting all right, but it just split.
Yeah.
Just split. I don't know. Like they've been stored properly. It's kind of bulbous there right now. But your Mombacho
is fantastic.
No issues.
Now, what do you do in a situation like that for the people who don't know when it's split?
It's just the outer wrapper.
Yeah.
It's not going to affect it for me.
You see what I fucking do? I am not. Man, listen.
Crush it.
I've seen enough shit to not fucking waste my time on something like that.
See those couple puffs? It made the split even bigger.
You know what?
Wow.
If I got struck by a bus tomorrow on my deathbed, I'll be like, that cock-sucking fucking Macanudo, man. What a piece of shit that was.
And then you'd be like, guys, referral code for Mombacho Cigars is Heathens.
Oh, shit. Yeah, Skullblade says Macanudo's gone down in quality. I think I'm going to have to agree based off of this experience.
Man, first of all, I wholeheartedly disagreed because I've had the whole color range of the smaller ones, and they were fantastic. That one, man, that was a piece of shit, and that was poor quality Skullblade it was. Eric, or whatever you want us to call it. But yeah, it was fucking brutal, man. I was not impressed at all, and that's too bad, man.
Listen, I've seen you guys have like 4 different bottles rotating here. What are you drinking?
Oh, right now? We did those 2 garbage blinds. Currently, we're drinking this Deanston.
Easton 25.
That's
That
weird.
looks like
He
a
told me there was
pricey
no
bottle.
nose. There's a slight nose, a slightly appley.
It has opened up drastically since I've been drinking it mercilessly.
But we're going to do a couple of things. I brought the first bottle of Tobermory 12, signed by the brand ambassador, the Wizard of Whiskey himself, Mike Brisebois, the Whiskey Explorer. We're going to kill this tonight. I also brought Whiskey Advocates Whiskey of the Year, which I tend to agree is an absolutely fantastic whiskey. The Lagavulin Nick Offerman edition, 11-year, finished in Guinness casks. Lovely stuff, absolutely lovely. We're doing. We're gonna dip into this. This was our runner-up for Whiskey of the Year. I can't even pronounce it. Rudmauer, whatever the fuck he said. And then we're doing a Boulder Spirits sherry cask out of Colorado.
Oloroso Sherry single malt distillery exclusive.
What he said. And then we've got a couple of cans of cold beer in there. And I've got 20 cans and some bottles of beer I'm giving away tonight. So that's what we're drinking tonight.
Buddy, you guys just get wrecked, eh?
Yes.
Laundry list.
Not always. If I had to work, I would stop at 13 drinks because I got to work. But I don't have to work tomorrow, so yeah, we might get turned tonight.
Neither do I, and I'm getting a ride home, so I don't give a fuck.
I live in one of the rooms at the Whiskey Heathens World Headquarters here, so I'm gonna stay right here.
Love that. Yeah, what was
so again? We'll recap. No, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say that one time we got together and you showed me a bottle that I've been looking for since we had it, and it was that Oceanside or Ocean.
Jefferson.
Jefferson's.
Good luck finding that.
That shit. I'll never forget how that tasted. It was like a sea salt.
That was fantastic.
It was
I still have some.
You have one of the older batches.
I've got 4 different voyages open right now, and the third voyage is still my favorite.
Oh,
and I have like this much left, and I'll never get it again, so I don't even want to finish it.
We can get it on auction, but
I'm not doing auction. Right? There's other things I could spend my money. But when you come out, there is such a wide variety of things for you to drink and try and smoke, and you and Josh can just get wrecked on the weed. I'll sit that one out, but yeah, it'll be a good time.
We can do whatever you want, man.
Oh man, I mean, I can't smoke weed and cigars and then have like 50 whiskeys. Like, boys, like, what do you think I'm made of here? I'm from Ontario.
That's okay too. I'm from Ontario.
Yeah,
I'm a piece of shit.
We don't push anything on you. It's just all the options are here. You can do as you please.
That's true. That's true. Man, I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm going to hit you guys up in the spring. It's going to be fantastic. All
right, so where can the people find you right now on the social media? Where are you on Instagram?
Everywhere. Facebook? You can find me at Not Mark Anthony, all over the place. Every app possible, I'm on it. Yep.
And you got your YouTube show. Well, you got Buffet Buds, which new stuff coming, but you guys can go check out the last 2 seasons. And you've got your sketch show. What's it called again?
Yeah.
It'll lag.
Mark and Austin. And then I've got my own YouTube channel, Mark Anthony TV, where content's daily. You know what I mean? So if you want to see some of my stuff at Not Mark Anthony, I'm always promoting it on Instagram first. So that's where you'll see it first. Twitter, TikTok. The list goes on.
Excellent. So people can
Thanks for having me, boys.
Most of our people follow everyone through Instagram. That's where this community came from. So Thank you so much for joining us, Mark. Thanks really appreciate you. And I thank your Nona for gracing my travel humidor.
No problem. I will, boys. Take it easy. Cheers. All the best with your podcast. It's a podcast, right?
It's a podcast. It's video only. We don't have any audio, but yeah, podcast, YouTube show, whatever.
A YouTube show. All the best with the Heathens. Take care, boys. I'm going to drop out.
Thanks, brother. Man. Talk to you later.
Thanks for coming.
All right. Take care.
Take care.
See you, buddy. So that was Mark Anthony. I met him through the comedy scene. He actually lives where I grew up, and I never met him when I was there. I met him in Alberta, and he grew up in Richmond Hill.
You know what we call that?
The universe colliding.
We call that a coincidence.
I call it
I'm just joking. That's fate. We We all know that's fate.
So there we go. There was Mark Anthony. We got anything else we got to plug through here quickly before we get to our next guest?
Adam J pointed it out, folks. You're doing a great job hitting that like button, but I noticed over half of you did not. So if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit the like button. If you're stumbling in here by accident, it's too late for you now. But folks, be sure to like, be sure to subscribe. Do us a huge favor, and please share a video on Facebook or some other social media, because we're this close to being monetized. So once we're monetized, we can start like doing other things like hiring editors and going cooler places and stuff.
I'm going to give you a little preview here what we're going to give away shortly.
Yeah, we're doing giveaways. We got it. Like, look.
I'm going to give away all this beer, but you guys are going to help me in a contest to help bring our numbers up. But all this can be people's.
Yes.
Some of my favorite beers throughout the year.
We also want to hear from you guys. What kind of contest can we do to try to grow social media? Because we want to give something away for your time. We appreciate you taking the time.
There are
out of your day to like and share.
70 different YouTube channels dedicated to whiskey, and at least 20 of you are here right now. So, I mean, you could be doing anything on your Friday night. Right. You could be watching any whiskey channel, but you're here with us.
We do appreciate that.
Yeah, exactly. We greatly appreciate that. Adam, I'm going to talk about that soon enough. We got some interesting stuff about that. That's not the original. But
it's not the original, unfortunately.
We'll talk about it.
Not even nearly as good as
so send us some messages.
But still pretty good.
Dewclaw. You want a Dewclaw? What do you think that is right there? That's a Dewclaw. That is unicorn farts. Dewclaw.
That is glittery, it's sparkly beer, and it's really tasty.
I'm a huge fan of Dewclaw. They're one of my favorite breweries. I love
give away a
Bowmore.
I love 26. Unfortunately, we don't make money off anything we do, and we buy our own whiskeys. Unless, people send us something here.
The giveaways get bigger, the bigger the channel gets.
We can't afford to give away a bottle of 26-year-old Bowmore. We can give away samples and beers all day long. But once we get monetized and it gets rolling, yeah, man, we'll give away all kinds of shit. It's just we can't afford it. We're going broke.
We're hardworking people.
Yeah.
We have day jobs. This isn't full-time, unfortunately.
No, not yet. Fun for
With your help, it could be.
We got Sean in the green room as well. So
I some Irish.
Well, we don't have any Irish here to drink.
We have one.
Maybe we could talk Tobermory.
We could.
Right? But we could talk whatever Sean wants to talk about. We just don't have any Irish to drink along with him. That's all.
All right. Well, let's bring him in then.
Let's bring him in. I'm going to pour some Tobermory.
All right. I'm going to finish this Deanston off. This is delicious, by the way.
Isn't it delicious?
It is very nice.
Doesn't it taste 25 years old? It tastes old. It's got a lovely, musty kind of tropical sweetness.
It's a sweet
Jamaican
library.
Totally, 100% correct. Man.
All right, let's bring Sean. Sean, you ready, sir? Here he is. The Dark Cloud himself. Welcome.
Does Sean like Irish? Mitch says. Sean's tried a couple Irish whiskeys that he enjoyed before. Yeah.
Just a couple.
Just a couple. That
one
crazy
or two.
Fucking bastard.
Listen, I got a brand new setup in the brand new den.
Yeah, we've seen that.
Hopefully, like pro mics,
nice.
Not off my phone, not off my iPad.
We also have pro mics.
It's a beautiful thing.
Nice, Sean. What are we talking about? Or are we just shooting shit?
No, we can do anything. I'm actually not drinking Irish tonight.
What are you drinking?
What?
I know. Fucking.
What are you drinking right now?
Well, I'm currently, as I was waiting in the green room, I was making my post for the day, and it's the Dark Cloud Whiskey Awards Scottish edition. So I have one for every region in Scotland. And fuck anybody that says that Islands isn't its own region, because it fucking is.
Who said that?
Oh, I get shit on all the time when
some
people
loser.
post like on Instagram, like, which of these isn't a Highland whiskey? And they have like Lecheg in there. I'm like, yeah, that's not a fucking Highlands. And they're like, yeah, it is. Islands isn't a real region. I'm like, well, Speyside's in Highlands as well. So really, there's only 4. Like, go fuck yourself. Fuck your hat.
Yeah. Like, simmer down. Fucking go shit in your hat. Go suck on a lemon.
It's coming in Dark Cloud style already. Angry.
I will give you a preview because I didn't.
Cooper's Choice.
Didn't fully get my post put up, but this is my Speyside whiskey of the year, and I have it in my glass. First, look at this color. Hopefully that comes through. It's like pink.
I was gonna say, I got a little bit of an orange on the top there.
It's not as pink as that Sinclair Lecheg, but
That's crazy though.
This is my Speyside.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. I know
That's
Mike
a
was in
funk-
here earlier,
Funk
but
master.
yeah, Mike was in here earlier, so I don't know if he's still kicking around. But
Was he?
he seems to think Inchgour is gonna go off pretty soon.
Yeah.
He calls it the Campbelltown of Speyside. So
I could see it's a funky whiskey, and that's
Yeah,
why I named this runner-up whiskey of the year. This is the
Broodmore?
peated Glen Turret, man. This is a
Yeah.
fucking weird, funky whiskey, man.
yeah, this Inchgour, like I just got it just before
I'm gonna
Christmas,
try this.
and it's like the Marsala shows through a bit on it, but it's so
Want
good.
to kill it?
Yeah, we can kill this bottle.
And then my second one didn't feature in my awards. It is an honorable mention, but it's the old Nick Offerman.
We gave it an honorable mention as well in our whiskey of the year distillery release.
And guess what? I almost poured for this once I knew it was coming on. I grabbed a can of Iron Brew, and I don't have any Guinness, but I have Murphy's Stout, which if you go to Ireland outside of Dublin, they say that the locals drink Murphy's, not Guinness. So, but I didn't pour it. I'm gonna save it. I want you
Murphy's
guys to get.
is the stout on tap at my favorite bar. My favorite bar
There you
is in
go.
Richmond Hill. It's called King Henry's Arms. It's owned by a friend of mine, and that's what they have on tap because they were told the same thing.
Yep, exactly. So I didn't pour it. I want you guys to have one ready, and then we can go live in the future with it.
Sounds good, my friend. Get that all the way up. Hopefully, it doesn't reverberate. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I don't know. My mic, I just literally plugged it in once.
No, it's
before
working
this.
great, man. You're sounding excellent.
Yep.
Sweet.
We
Yeah,
we
so-
don't know if our speakers will go back through our mic and give it feedback. We're not really sure. We get
Yeah,
the fan going, the heater going. There's lots happening. So
Yeah, it took me a while to figure out the headphones and the volume through with the mic, but yeah, it's working, I think.
We have Travis here as well. Travis, how long do we have with you? Because we would love you to come and talk Boulder with us as well. This is the Oloroso single malt. I'm not sure how much time Travis has. But, Sean, what was it about that Madeira cast that really drew you in?
The Marsala?
Marcella, yeah, the Cooper's Choice.
started with an M. Close enough.
Honestly, I picked it up on the advice of Mike, just saying that Inchgour is a weirdo.
Have
No,
you
I just-
had many Inchgours before?
So I didn't think I had, but then I went back and I have had a couple. Carnmore, I think, has done a couple, so
I don't know.
definitely tried it. But
Can't remember where I've had Inchgour. I think it was Old Malt Cask I've had. And it almost seems like there was a first editions or something that I had.
We
as
had
well.
one.
Or maybe it was Hart Brothers.
I don't recall.
I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, it was good. I liked it. Like I said, it's got that funk to it, right?
yeah, this one, the funk shows through. It's like it comes through with kind of like apple pie notes, but like dirty, earthy. It's like apple pie with a dirt crust.
Yum. I
Yeah,
love
it's-
dirty whiskeys, man. I love that Woody Creek. I named the Woody Creek Bourbon of the Year, and Ty agreed. It's
Yeah, it was
one of the
good.
most. It is the most unique bourbon I've ever tasted. It's corn. It's
Oh.
dirt. It's very odd, man.
By far the most unique bourbon. Probably the most unique American whiskey I've ever had.
Isn't it crazy, man? It's
Like
crazy.
the first time I smelt it, I was like, "What in the hell is this?"
Yeah.
Then I tasted it, and I'm like, "Jesus, yeah, it's it's good." This Inchgour, it definitely has the salinity, like the saltiness to it too, which adds to it. You have the sweetness from the Marsala cask, and then the saltiness from obviously being on the coast and stuff.
Yeah. It's
Oh, yeah.
what I remember.
That's right. G. Hoff bottled a sample of Scotia Royale 1976 34-year Inchgour. That's right.
Scotia Royale.
Yeah.
Black Bottle. That's right.
Black Bottle, yeah.
Yeah. We had that. We had the Dufftown.
34 year Dufftown.
We had another one that they had there as well. I remember now.
I've had 3 of those old Scotia Royales. Those 2, the Dufftown, the Inchgower. I forget what the other one was, but that Inchgower, I remember it stood out.
I love
that. I'm drinking out of Tobermory.
They went on sale on Wine and Beyond.
Yeah.
In fact, I think I have one here somewhere.
I'm drinking out of Tobermory Glencairns.
You
beautiful
heathen, you.
I'm drinking Tobermory out of a Whiskey Heathens Glencairn.
And a Tobermory Coaster.
What a hero.
Nice.
What? That was not planned, folks. That's the magic of the whiskey fabric that we're all in.
Yeah, we're all connected by energy, bitches.
And then just to show off a little. I don't know if this will show up, but... Oh, yeah, that's the Josh. Remember I asked about the lids?
Yep. Oh, that's what you're doing with them.
Yeah, so that's...
John, I've been bringing you lids for a while. I got a big pile in there for you again.
So it's funny enough, when I redid this room 2 weeks ago, I found like bags, like Walmart bags full of lids. And I'm like, I guess I got to get the resin out.
You don't need any more then. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I'll take them because now, I had a bunch of blank, some come with just a black lid or a silver lid. So I probably won't use those, but I've got, I want to say 3 or 4 of these Buna ones.
They made me a Lecheg one.
That one is sweet.
Yeah, really nice. Sean, maybe I should give you a couple special lids and get you to make some for me. Maybe I could pay you with a bottle of whiskey or something for your time and your energy.
Do it in a heartbeat. Do it in a heartbeat, buddy.
Cool. That would be cool.
Nice tits.
Wow, you got sick moves, man. Wow.
Yeah, I did a couple that I just to try out. Like Ben Riek.
So what do you just add? Did you add gravel or is that mini seashells and then just epoxy? Or
looks like wood. I thought it was
cork.
wood.
Is it broken cork? Maybe.
Don't look at my dick, but
well, I can't make that promise.
Don't look at my dick. Oh, it's bananas.
Oh, cool. It is cork.
Yeah, that's neat.
So it is a painstaking process because I use scissors and I cut it up almost as if it's some green herb, but as small as possible. And then
have you tried the blender yet?
No, not with cork. But
how about a coffee grinder?
It's pretty small.
What about busters like these?
With cork, I think it would get stuck.
Yeah.
That's why I say coffee grinder.
Scissors honestly aren't the greatest either. A lot of times I just use my nails and pull it apart. But any broken cork, any natural cork.
Oh, so you're sending out some DNA evidence from all the crimes you've committed to everybody that gets a coaster. Nice.
Yeah, exactly. Wine corks are awesome. They break down a little easier than whiskey corks. But yeah. I started that when COVID hit and my wife was doing resin jewelry. I was just like, what can I do with all these lids that I don't need? And yeah, we made some. So
very cool.
Yeah, very quietly has a bunker of all bunkers.
Ooh. Oh, that we don't know about?
I know G-Hoff likes to drink luxurious and delicious whiskeys from time to time. I'm just trying to catch up on some of the comments here. Trav said the Inchgower was his gift to Steve from our Secret Santa.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
So that was really fun.
Well then.
I'm pretty sure Steve and I popped it on this, on the same day.
Huh. I'll point out while he's reading that my Macanudo fixed itself.
That's good.
And it's got a nice clean burn. It's got the nice oily shine. So it's been a good cigar throughout, but that crack and your shittiness really sucks. Yeah.
What a piece of shit. Fuck you.
Also, use the Heathen code to get a deal.
Yeah.
Fuck Macanudo. Go Mombacho, folks.
I'm going to talk a little inside baseball for just a brief second from the things I've learned from YouTube, Sean. You're going to have a slight issue with glare off your picture frame behind you.
Oh, I know. That's why it's even now it's at an angle. It's not direct on. So
Okay.
That picture.
That's something I noticed. That's
I missed Trav when we asked, "Are you going to have some time to come in and talk Boulder with us?"
I sent him the code.
in a
I
little
sent
bit?
him the link
Yeah.
to join us.
I'm
so.
just not sure how long he's around tonight, right? Dave says the room looks even better in person. It wasn't organized when I was there a couple weeks ago. It was the old style, right?
Yeah, it was the 18 boxes of bottles on the floor style.
Yeah.
Yes. No, Dave came over yesterday to check it out. We had a couple sick drams.
One or two.
Yeah, just a couple. We tried that Octomore, the PX one.
Oh, how's
12.3. It was pretty good.
that? Yeah, of course.
It's only 25% PX cask usage in it, but I mean, the 12.2, the Sauternes is still my favorite.
That 12.2 that's the one that Dave poured when I was there. Yeah, that was very tasty. My favorite is the OBA, and before that it would be the Orpheus, 2 point something. I can't remember. Comus as well, 4 point something was delicious.
Well, 4.2, I never had a bottle, but Rocky has given me a couple samples, and that was the first one that they did with Sauternes.
They were everywhere for a while back in the day.
Yeah, so that 4.2 is the first one with Sauternes, and I fell in love with it. That is by far my favorite one. Yeah, that's and then they redid this one as kind of like an homage to that one, and
I could see that. I I'd have to taste them side by side, but I just remember that Comus was like room filling deliciousness, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
While we got Sean here,
since
we did say we're doing giveaways and we're an hour and 16 minutes in, let's give this away.
Let's give it away.
How? How you want to do this?
Does anyone know the catchphrase? What about that? Did we release a video?
We did. So Sean's here. It's only fitting.
I know.
All right. Well, it's only fitting we're going to give away a can of 2 Stacks.
There you go.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously, we prefer to give this to someone that's never had it, never tried it. That would obviously make more sense. But whatever. Anybody could win it tonight. You want to just ask one question and first person to...
Do you want me to whisper it to you?
No, you can just ask.
Because it's an easy question.
If you know the question and you know the answer.
Yeah.
Okay, well, then do that.
It's a little catchphrase that we've been saying. I've been posting. Anyone that posts about 2 Stacks, I post this comment. On the video, I said the comment. So if you
there you go. You've said it enough.
Yeah.
So first person to type it in, first one that shows up in the chat with that wins a can of 2 Stacks.
A can of 2 Stacks.
Yeah.
The beauty of this is I have us live, and then I have the other window open, so I can totally see it.
Okay, well, that's good. It's a slight delay.
You can see what?
No, he can see the chat. He
I have us in the stream.
I see.
And then I have YouTube open and muted.
Yeah, I don't do that on that, but that's all right. I'm gonna get another setup. I got a plan for us this year.
Okay.
Bigger and better things coming.
Okay.
Those cans now live in my golf bag. That's not the same. But yes.
Mine too.
No doubt. That's what I said is these are perfect for taking on the plane.
Yep.
Which one of these?
Is there
any of those?
I never said it yet.
Why don't you not supposed to say it?
No,
They're
I'm
guessing.
trying to finish this sentence, but we never said the sentence yet.
Well, say it. Say it.
There's only one thing better than 1 stack of 2 stacks. And that is what?
It's right there.
2 stacks of 2 stacks.
There it is.
You got it, Whiskey A.
Whiskey A.
Funny thing, I have a package in there for you with a cigar and 3 other samples too. So we'll send that all at the same time. Boom. First giveaway.
God, there it is.
We got like 12 more giveaways. I'll give away a Macanudo shitty cigar.
All right.
Oh, Ty's giving one away. There you go.
Well, I mean, after what happened with you, I don't know if I should subject the people.
I want to subject the people to this horse shit.
It's not horse shit. That's the problem.
What a big
it still tastes really good.
Shit. Look what happened to mine. I didn't even touch it. And this happened.
Well, I mean, not really. It's not a fucking stick of dynamite. We weren't mining out here.
What a piece of
Josh
shit.
tried to light it and it just fucking...
What a dumb piece
like
of
a joke
shit
cigar from
was.
the
I
30s.
fucking hated it. The only thing better than 1 stack of 2 stacks is 2 stacks of 2 stacks. Boom! And they come in a package. 2 stacks of 2 stacks.
There you go.
What else do you want? That's a 4-pack for those of you who don't math.
Hey, Ben's here. Welcome, Ben. Yeah,
And it's actually pretty tasty.
It is. It's good whiskey.
Yeah.
That's all the better, right?
Yeah, that's pretty fun. Actually, this got our runner-up Irish Whiskey of the Year because got major points for innovation,
price, convenience,
and right in the shirt pocket.
Boom.
I'm going to tell you guys. No, go ahead, Sean.
Oh, I was just going to say, like, I did one of my awards was Surprise of the Year, and that was one of the three.
Surprise of the Year as well.
Well, yeah, one of the three that I picked because it was, you get the ready to drink cocktails and bullshit like that, but no straight whiskey comes in a can, and now it does. And you can hit it off a golf tee, as I've proven. You can putt it into a hole, as I've also
whiskey
proven.
nerds rejoice, really.
Exactly.
I'll give you a hint. We'll be dropping the video probably pretty soon. But I did a surprise whiskey of the year. Hint, it was a single cask. Hint, single cask nation. Yeah, I won't say what it is. You'll watch the video, but it was my surprise of the year.
Pretty sure I know.
Yeah, you probably do because I've been raving about it. Because usually I'm directly against this type of young style cask. But it was a juicy, juicy bastard, and I licked it all up. This was me, man, at the tasting. It was so awkward. My wife was like, what the fuck are you doing, Ken? It was weird, man. That's how much I was into it. It was embarrassing for my wife.
That was a good one. It was a good one. I was apprehensive. I didn't get to taste them during the tasting. The tasting happened when I was out of town. So I drank them like the day before I flew out, one after another, and it lost all its...
Sure. For me, see, no, Adam, it's not a rum cask. Aaron, fucking dude, it's not a rum cask. I was like, when we were talking to Travis and we had Elijah on the show, I was like, Sherry, what's your sherry? What's coming in sherry cask? Tell me, sherry, everybody. And Travis like, the Blairthol's for you, Josh. And I had the Blairthol, and I liked it. I did, because I guzzled it. It's gone. But this other one for me, out of that whole range, including that blend, that 9-year-old blend, which was pretty good. But this one, man, just stood out above all other casks that I've had in the last couple of years, man, for this style of cask. Just amazing. The last one that reminded me of that was the Bunnahabhain 27 Marriage of Casks, man.
Yeah. Okay. Dude. Yeah.
That's the juiciness that I'm looking for. Not the age and that, but the juiciness, man. Yeah, I'm getting all rustled up.
I'm going to tell a little story, if you don't mind, Sean. Not exactly about Two Stacks. I do a bit on stage. I'm not going to do the bit. I'll just tell the story. But I was on a plane once coming back from Australia, and a guy died on the plane. Flat out fucking croaked. And there was nothing they could do about it. He's dead. He's gone. Whatever. I had just recently had my ass tattooed, so I was crushing Percocets and snorting them like Coke and drinking a lot. So the guy died. They turned down all the lights and they moved his body. Then they offered everyone free alcohol to ease their pain and suffering.
Makes sense.
So they came around.
As you would.
Obviously. Air New Zealand, by the way. Best airline I've ever flown. So they came on and they came around and they said, would you like anything to drink, sir? I'm like, yeah, what do you have for whiskey? And so we have Glenlivet 12. Will that do? And I'm already fucking cranked, pinhole, pupils, right? Just buzzing. I'm like, will it do? It'll do. Yeah. Can I get 2? She goes, of course. So she pours one. They don't give you the mini bottle. They pour it for you. And she set it down. She's pouring the second one. I took the first one. Gone. Like, this one's broken. There's a hole in the glass. She's like, oh, so sorry about that. She takes the glass back, puts the second one down, starts pouring a third. I take the second one, gone. Like, I don't know what happened to this one either, but I think it leaked and fell into the carpet. She's like, that happens sometimes. She starts pouring a fourth one, and she's setting it down, and I do it again, right? She's like, listen, sir, this has been fun, but I can't do this all day. So she reaches over and drops 6 minis in my lap as she finishes pouring the other one. I got absolutely fucking wrecked. So the punchline to the joke is that, like, if you guys are lucky, someone will die on your flight too. But it was great. Absolutely loved it. And this you could take on a plane. So what I used to do is buy the mini bottles.
Because of the milliliters.
Correct. 100 milliliters. So little tip for those of you that might not know about when you're traveling, they got the plastic bags that you get before you go through security. You can fit, now this is just what I know from previous experience, but Jack Daniel's mini bottles, because they're square, stack perfectly in that bag, you can take 12 ounces of Jack Daniel's whiskey on your carry-on, 0 issues.
Wow.
Little tip for you. So
I have a story, but it's more of a angry story, and I'm very pissed off about it. And I've been sour ever since. And I'm probably going to carry this with me for the rest of my life until I get a written apology from the airline. But myself and my wife were on our way to wherever the fuck we were going, and I was like, "What scotch do you have?" And it was Johnny Walker Black or something. I don't know, red probably. And I said, I'll get one for me. I'll get one for my wife to try. She probably won't like it, but she'll try it. And they gave us one each. And I was drinking it. My wife smelled it. She's like, that smells like gasoline. Oh, it tastes like gasoline. So that's terrible. I'm not interested. So I was like, okay, whatever. And I poured it in my glass and put it down. It took me 20 minutes to drink it. And I said, I'll have another, whatever I was drinking, Johnny Walker Red, but I'll get 2. And she was like, no, sir, we seen what just happened. And I was like, oh, my God, what happened? Like, is there someone on the wing? What's happening, right? And she's like, we seen what you did. And I was like, what I did? I was like, man, I've been farting in my seat, like, but it's been pretty secret, and no one would know it was me. Like, what are you talking about? And she's like, we seen you pour her whiskey into your glass. And I was like, oh, yeah, I did. She hated it. And they were like, you're cut off. And it was 20 minutes into the service of the drinks. And I was like, well, sorry, I guess. Like, I didn't know that was against the rules. Would you rather me give it back to you? Like, what do we do in this situation? And man, I couldn't believe I had one drink and one from my wife, and they were like, you're cut the fuck off, you dishonest piece of shit.
What airline was this?
Air Canada.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah.
A friend of mine's a pilot for Air Canada, but still, fuck them. We did have Travis is waiting in the green room. We did have another guest pop on, but he disappeared quickly. I will say, did they take him off the plane once we landed? No, he was a fat fuck, 400 pounds by himself with no family. They had to use a blanket to drag him to the back. They asked me to help, but I was in no condition to do so.
Because of the inebriation?
Yeah, I mean, I'll come see me on stage. I'll tell you the rest. But another fun part of it was, the demonstration seatbelt. They had to put that around his fucking head to keep him strapped into the seat in the back, so he wouldn't.
You know what, man?
Yeah, that's awesome.
I hope I go in a similar fashion. That's theatrical as fucking.
Oh, it was
hell,
so
man.
fun.
What a way to go!
Great. They called for a doctor and asked if I was a doctor, and I just laughed like loudly. I'm like, what's so funny?
I'd be like, no, but I am a minister, and I can administer his last rites if you wish. Yeah.
Well, all right, Sean, you want to stick around while we bring Travis on?
Yeah, fuck Travis.
Hey,
fuck Travis. We're gonna do it anyway.
I just know Bearded Dave popped in too, and we got some car more, so we can maybe chat with Dave if he's not too busy a little later.
I did have another comedian lined up. He popped in the green room and disappeared again, but
yeah, lots of people.
Yeah, so let's bring Travis in.
Wait a minute, Trav didn't give us the thumbs up.
Yes, he did.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There it is.
Oh,
all
that
right.
was with passion. Oh,
There's
Sean.
a thumbs up.
Sean,
There he
it's
is.
a family show, remember?
Look at that beauty.
Sean and I are in a heated battle right now.
Oh, what are we fighting over?
Nice.
No. We can't spill it. It's going to be an episode on the podcast.
All right, fair enough.
We're creating a new master debater segment.
Nice.
I am done. I'm all there for it.
Yeah, me too.
Wait,
took the words out of my penis.
Things have gotten too cordial. We need to start getting more mad at each other on there.
Didn't I say that today? I was like, the boys are all like very calm.
Yeah. No,
like, get angry.
I mean, I love them, but fuck them. It's
get
just the way it goes
fucking
sometimes.
angry. We're all friends here. We can get angry at each other and still be friends.
And that's it. Like, it started on, like, we have a group chat for the podcast where we talk about ideas and stuff. And there was a comment made by me, of course.
By the dark cloud.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Dark clouding away after spending a week straight in minus 45. So already bitter and pissed off. And I just made a comment about pricing of a certain brand and how it's jumped $30 in a couple of years. and it started the whole talking point. So
well, we should mention what you're talking about is the two of you are co-hosts on the fabulous show Lost in Translation. So maybe we should explain to the people what the fuck we're talking about, right?
Yeah. So the other two boys kind of stepped in, moderated, and Sean was just like, whoa, boys, hey, save it for the podcast. This is too good.
That's cool. I like to see that. I like to see heated debates, because it's funny to see which side everybody lands on, right?
Yeah.
Opinions are like assholes, man.
Some everybody's got two.
Everybody's got at least one, and mine's best.
The gist of it is Sean's incredible bias towards Irish whiskey just really shines through.
Very forceful. Yes, that's true.
Sometimes someone
aggressive
knows him and cares for him has to call him out sometimes, and it's going to make for good radio or whatever.
I agree. Yeah. Good. That's what I like to see. Yeah. Passionate friends arguing passionately. That's what Heathens is all about, dog.
So in the chat, Ben asked, who's the other? So there's me and Steve, or the OGs, and then we brought on Travis and Sean Yeag Whiskey Nights. Kind of made it.
It's because your names didn't show when we have a comment, so it's up now. Travis from the Edmonton Scotch Club.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough because I never know what to sign in as, because obviously PWS is where I spend the majority of my time now, but I'm still my core, everything started with the Edmonton Scotch Club, so I always try and kind of keep that as my thing, and I'll let Steve do all the PWS stuff. But the Edmonton Scotch Club is where everything started, so why not keep it, right?
Yeah, I got so many.
And is that
names.
Still your thing? Like, is that still you're still doing that, right?
Yeah, we'll probably have to cancel the one this month, but we keep it pretty hush hush now. We don't. It's a group of buddies. We don't really advertise stuff too much. We got a little bit of trouble a few years back for some stuff. Yeah. So, we want to get together and drink whiskey and listen to music and hang out. So it's kind of quiet, but at the same time, the social media stuff and all that's there. Sure. But what do we do this? We do this for this, hanging out and drinking whiskey, right?
Yeah.
So I'll let Steve do most of social media, and then I'll just kind of be behind the scenes doing this stuff.
Cool.
I go by multiple names online. I've got Hobo Chili Recipe, Anne Frank's Loud Sneeze, Ty Brandt Comedy. I got lots, right? So, you throw up what you're used to, and Edmonton Scotch Club is what people know you as when you started on Instagram, right? So
totally.
And I got stuck on Instagram with my own name because I'm sweet like that.
It's always time to change.
Yeah, you could change it to Dark Cloud. I think enough people know by now.
Dark Cloud is the best fucking name ever.
This Dark Cloud whiskey.
When you guys told me that, I just laughed hysterically, man. Like,
it's funny.
Well, at work they call me the Dark Cloud.
There's guys I work with now, and they don't know the story of how it started, even though I work there and it came from work. But yeah,
they just knew you as a cranky fuck or what?
Yeah, they're just like, why is this guy always yelling? What the fuck is his problem?
What's he so angry at?
But then I handed out a bunch of those stickers, and guys have them all in their lockers, and other people are like, why is this guy? Yeah, they're like, why is this guy right here on everybody's locker? It doesn't make any sense. And then you have to tell a story 16 times. And yeah.
Sean walks through the cafeteria at Suncor, and you're like, hey, you're the guy from those stickers.
Oh, that's not where he works. We don't know where he works. That doesn't matter.
Well, yeah. It could be Syncreate
doesn't need to be any of those.
Or any other of those fucking shitholes.
It takes a special kind of human being to print off 300 stickers of himself, ship them across Canada, and have them plastered with a picture of him staring deadpan into a camera with dark cloud around his face. That is legit. You not like what percentage of the human population can pull that off?
I assume that's his cum face, but that's just a guess. I don't know for sure.
That's his happy face. That's every face.
The story of how that became the sticker is like so many layers to it.
We got time. You can tell.
Okay. So
Yeah, we got nothing but time.
obviously
I'm for a
for
boulder too. You got an empty glass there.
I do. Yeah.
And then after you tell the story,
get
Sean,
some water first.
we'd
Please.
like to hear from Travis and you. I mean, if you've had this Oloroso single malt, we want to hear from you too. Right? But yeah,
Oh,
tell
you
us the story.
Yeah. Okay. So Steve and I, obviously, when we started the podcast, anytime we'd have a guest, we'd do photo shoots with like Josh. You did one where we poured whiskey over your shoulder.
Yeah.
A lot of times we couldn't have the guest in person, so we just like put a framed picture of them and we'd like lean down and stare at it. And
Love it.
so we took a picture, and then Steve's like, okay, this one we won't smile, we'll just like look serious. And before I even knew it, that was the face that I made. And it just like, yeah. And it like just posted one day on a Instagram post promoting that episode. Next thing I know, in like our group chat on Instagram, he sends that sticker. And he's like, yeah, I designed your logo for you. And I was like, all right, sweet. And then Sean, Yeg Whiskey Nights, he's like, dude, I know a guy that prints stickers really cheap and they're good quality stickers. I was like, okay, well, let's get some made. And that's
Sean, I'm going to cover up your actual number. That's you in my phone. That picture is everywhere that you ever could reference me. When that any message from anywhere shows up from you, it's that face.
I love it.
Terrible. I love it.
And he's so much meaner. He's so much like more dark cloud when he's on the socials, and then you get him on here, and he's like a little puppy dog.
He's so friendly. When you're at his house too, he's just so happy that you're there, feeding you steak and shit. Like, just a great guy, but fucking angry.
The first time I ever met Josh in person, I'm like cooking him like a 22-ounce steak.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey, you want to come over for dinner? We're having steaks." It's like, son of a bitch! It took you this long to ask me.
And then we went and got wasted.
Yeah, your wife's like, "Who's this fucking guy cursing in front of our daughters? Like, what's happening? What is this?
Who's this heathen?
Who's this rude piece of shit?"
She always makes fun of us because we hugged it out when we dropped it off at the hotel that night. She's like, do you hug all your whiskey friends? I was like, yeah.
You're fucking right. You know what? Sometimes, man, I've hugged my bros for the last time, and I do not regret it. Not even once.
Exactly.
Just so you know, when I leave here, I always say, all right, good night. Love you.
Yeah, every time.
Tell your friends you love them. What the fuck? Nothing wrong with it.
What's going to happen?
Exactly.
What are they going to love you back?
Oh, my God. Gross.
I love you guys.
We love you too, Travis. Travis, so interesting enough, I got something here. I haven't done it in the shower yet, but
Ooh, where's this heading?
We're going to talk about this.
Oh yeah, that's the one I gave you guys cans of a long time ago.
No, it is not.
No, the one you gave us was way better.
So this is a metallic chromatic yellow Hefeweizen. The one you gave me is a straight color yellow.
Yeah.
And that was the one that won like beer of the year or what was the award? I forget.
It was world's best Hefeweizen at like the World Beer Awards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
and
it was so popular.
Too. Made
it
right
sold
here
out
in Alberta.
Yeah.
Yeah, from far. So then they made this, and it's not the same. It's good, but it's not the same. And I have one of the original cans left. As soon as I saw it, so I have the two. I'm going to do a side-by-side in the shower. Definitely going to shout you out. But
cool.
Yeah, man. Because of you, I found Far, and it is fantastic.
I like their red beer, actually.
But we're giving this away. This is going to be given away amongst other mini beers soon.
That's something I think we need to be doing more of. Like anytime these companies win big awards and it's like the Alberta Premium Batch 1 or that Northern Harvest Crown Royal when it first won, I tucked a ball away. I always tuck a ball away as soon as that award comes out, and then wait 3-4 years. And a really good example is Blind Man Brewery, which love Blind Man. They did beer for us. You guys should have yours by now.
I have one bottle of yours. I'm going to put it away for a year, and I'm going to drink it in a year, like next New Year's.
But so I love Blind Man. But do you remember when their New England Pale Ale came out? It was like right at the beginning of the New England kind of IPA Pale Ale boom.
Was that like colorful can?
No, it's like it's a white can. It's just the New England Pale Ale. It's all.
Okay.
When that beer first came out, it was one of my favorite beers in the world. Loved it. And much like the Far, it's like they had to meet demand. So they had to crank production. Quality goes down, and we see it all the time. I mean, that's the problem with these big awards. It introduces you to a beer, and then it goes downhill a lot of the time, or a whiskey, or whatever.
I mean, yeah, it's like whiskey too in the batches, right? You hunt down these certain batches that are fantastic, and
I have a bottle that Mike Breesbaugh just sent me of my favorite. It's Bunnahabhain, the Chobanic. Remember that Ceobana?
Yeah.
Batch one is mind-blowingly good.
Yeah.
And then if you compare that to, and I'll do it. I'll bring it out at some point with like the batch whatever. It's a night and day. It's not even close to the same whiskey.
Yeah, we tried the one of the newer ones, and one guy was trying to sell it to us for like this crazy price, man.
Which one was that?
The Kobanach or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was out in Sean's neck of the woods.
Yeah,
too.
man. And I was like, no. I was like, I know what this is, man. Like you're barking up the wrong tree here, partner.
I know exactly the store that is at.
Yeah, you probably do.
He tried to do the same thing to me, and I was like,
there you go.
I know what that is. It says batch 3 right on it.
Yeah, it was batch 3. Yeah, it's like, has anyone told you to fuck off today?
And this isn't even to say that the breweries are doing it on purpose. I'm not knocking Far, saying Far.
No, not at all.
I'm just saying when all of a sudden demand for your beer immediately overnight couples or whatever. You have to change things because everything's faster, and it's not a knock on them. It's business. It's still a good beer, right? Like it's not bad, but it's not the world's best Hefeweizen anymore. I bet.
Wait, you can barely hear Travis. Okay. Well, I mean that's what happens sometimes. I do have, you're talking about Blind Man. I do have a Blind Man I'm giving away too.
Oh man, I love that one.
Nice.
Yeah, that's going to be part of the giveaway as well.
I love it. I gave my last one to Thea last time she was here.
Oh?
She loves them as well. They're very delicious.
Excellent.
And Thea's very, very, very tiny, so she likes the smaller cans, right?
The worst part about these giveaways, and I love the giveaways, is getting this shit to everybody. That's we
can't ship beer in the winter.
Yeah, and you get. I know you got mules all over friggin' North America, Josh, but
true facts.
It's my least favorite part of giving away samples, but you got to get the shit to people.
Me too. We it's to save the cost and the legalities around it as well. But at the end of the day, it's fun, man. When your snipers show up to someone's house and everybody gets to know each other. To me, it's just a fun way to connect and stuff.
I'm not saying I don't love doing it. I still keep doing the sample.
No. Yeah, that's what I mean, right?
But
because it's so hard to logistically speaking to organize all that stuff, and it gets expensive, man.
That's the thing, the shipping. So what I'm saying is, what I've started doing is find a shop that's friendly with you, and say I'm gonna drop some stuff here. Here's a list, and the shop is like. They got people coming in through their door to pick up your stuff, but they're also maybe going to buy a bottle of whiskey.
Yeah.
Not a bad way of doing it to get all that stuff handed out a little bit easier and cheaper for you guys.
Yeah. We have a place called Sean's Bar where we store massive hordes of various things.
I wish I could turn my camera around, but I literally have 6 boxes of stuff for other people sitting on the floor.
Yeah.
And also a gigantic box for my next tasting, which is full of prizes that I'm eventually going to have to ship out to people.
I haven't said anything yet. I said it to a couple of our group chats, but I have a tasting coming up that I'm going to do. And I just need someone to help me with Zoom and all that shit. But it's a Famous Grouse breakdown. I got some Famous Grouse neutral spirit, like raw spirit, straight from the still right into the bottle. I got some North British, from the old Famous Grouse. I got some weird Glen Turrets and some weird Glen Roths and stuff. So I got some weird Famous Grouses as well. So I want to kind of say, here's Famous Grouse unaged, here's aged, here's with this cask. I got some peated Isla Famous Grouse, some cask strength grouse. Like, I think it's going to be really, really fun, and I think I can keep the cost down because on auction, it's not that bad picking up Famous Grouse.
You've dropped it now. You got a bunch of people asking how they can get in. So
it'll come.
Details to come.
Details to come. It's just something that I'm working on. I got a couple things stuck in Ontario purgatory right now for shipping.
Ontario.
But once it gets here, I'll make sure the core group of heathens are well informed of what's going on.
It's a bit like it's kind of simple. I should almost have tried to piggyback each other on it. It's a little bit like the old Perth 23, 24 breakdown tasting in a way.
Yeah, totally, 100%. And I've been thinking, I've been trying to store these grouse. So when you were doing this breakdown of the old Perth 23, man, I don't know if you can tell how excited I am right now, but I was just
he took his hat off,
flushed in the face. My face was beet red. My blood pressure was way up. I was like, man, I just can't even wait for this. This is my jam right here. So I'd like to do similar to you, but the Famous Grouse side of things, right?
You're just breaking down the grouse, which is I to over 23, but also adding 23.
Yeah, well, and the old Perth 23s with the bunnas and stuff, that's fucking cool, man.
No,
Don Holland just joined. We're drinking Tobermory 12. We killed the bottle, and we're drinking Boulder Spirit Sherry Cask.
Yeah, so on that note, Boulder Sherry Cask, this is not the bourbon.
It's one of the reasons we brought Travis on.
Yeah,
that's what I was going to ask. Is it the bourbon or the single malt?
Both were delicious. That bourbon, I really enjoyed. And if it wasn't for that Woody Creek, that would have been up an extra notch and probably got a honorable mention. But that one
Creek, that Boulder Sherry bourbon got my bourbon of the year.
I can see that. Yeah, that 1792 got a runner up from me. The Ryan pick. His picks are consistent and fucking punchy oak spice, man. It's always the same. And just hurts.
Like how you said the other day on Instagram that we have such similar palates. That 1792 was one of my runner-ups.
There you go. All right. So Travis, what can you tell us about this? It's Oloroso cask, right?
Yeah, Oloroso. They took their single malt, which their standard single malt, Josh. When you first poured it, it's to me just a nice clean.
Yep.
I mean, you get dangerous.
That was one of my favorites from that tasting.
Yeah, it's just a clean whiskey. You drink it, it's well made. There's no sherry cask. It's just malt is aged in number 3 heavily charred single or virgin oak, just like bourbon. And they're actually heavily involved in the single malt coalition in the United States, where they're trying to create the single malt American single malt category. And they're really pushing for the fact that it should be aged in virgin charred barrels like a bourbon to make that kind of a unique thing. So yeah, they just took their single malt after 3 years or 3+ years, and they put it in Oloroso for 8+ months. He said most were about 9 months.
Mm.
And
that's what it did to the single malt.
That's what it did to the single malt in 9 months. Yeah, 8-9 months.
Holy shit!
So I'm drinking it right now.
I'm gonna have to drink those side by side now, man. That's crazy.
So it's only they made. This was supposed to be a distillery exclusive, so they made 60 cases, and we reached out and we said, hey, we're putting in another order because we're already out of everything. And we said, do you have anything special kicking around? He goes, wow, we got this small finished in sherry. We're like, yep. So we took 20 of the 60 cases, and
there's
I had no idea. We just took it on a whim, right? But it's gonna be good.
Big hit, man.
He did. Ryan Negley did a live last night, Training C, and he told us that they currently have their peat malt aging in a sherry cask.
Oh,
which is gonna be
no,
an upcoming
they don't.
Release. Yeah, and for people that are here that were at the launch tasting, a lot of people were mixing the peated malt with the port cask. Do you remember that?
I actually mixed all of mine together.
Yeah. So Steve and I reached out and said, everyone loved the peated malt with the port. Do you have any peated port cask? And he's like, no, we said, can you throw some peated malt in a port cask for us? So I'm not sure where it's at, but at some point,
But they're thinking about it. You planted the seed.
Our goal is to have a PWS peated port cask from Boulder just for Alberta.
Okay.
I don't know where that's at because they don't have a ton of port casks. So yeah, that's the whiskey.
They'll find some.
60 cases of this in the world, so it's not like a huge release.
This came to Sobeys, man. Downtown Fort McMurray.
Still available?
It's not on the shelf. You got to be a whiskey heathen to be able to purchase this. So if you go and ask for it, you can get it.
Yeah. They brought in. I think they brought in 2 cases, and they already went through the first one. So.
Yeah, the other one is.
I'm gonna go pick one up because I'm reminded now.
Yep.
Tastes like candy.
It's so good, eh?
Oh, it's fantastic.
Unreal. Folks, we got to do a purge. We got to purge out this.
You can't tell, but I can barely see the screen. That's how smoky it is in here.
I'm just like, I feel like I'm doing this, like just inhaling all.
We're getting nicotine high, that's for sure. So it's gonna get loud for a second and fucking cold. Our nipples might cut glass and break the screen. Who knows?
I used to have pierced nipples, but that's irrelevant.
No, it's pretty relevant. Fun fact, if you go for a breast reduction, they actually cut your nipple off. And if you have a pierced nipple, when they put it back on, they might turn it, and then you end up getting one crooked, and you got to get it re-pierced. Fucked up, I know. Yeah.
I got mine ripped out, so I don't have to worry about that.
Mine started to push out.
Well, Josh disappeared for a quick second, but I'm just going to jump back to this cigar because it's almost done. My Macanudo split right down the middle. It was a good cigar. It had a couple of splits. It was still tasty, but I mean, that's just poor construction. I'm pretty disappointed in Macanudo right now. Split right down the middle. Skullblade says it's minus 43 degrees. Oh, here it's like minus 48 right now. That's not smoke. That's my breath. That's how fucking cold it is.
Jesus. Yeah, I worked outside for a week straight in that, and it was brutal. When I landed in Edmonton and drove home from the airport at 10:30 at night, that was the warmest temperature I'd seen in 8 days, and it was minus 28 without the wind chill.
Oh man!
It was the first time in 8 days that I had been under minus 30, and I was like outside, icicles from my nose to my knees. Like, it was fucking ridiculous.
He does love his cozy sweaters. I'll stay in a fucking t-shirt. Forget it. Who cares?
It's like someone
one time, and now when I get cold, this rib just cramps up immediately, man.
Actually, Adam J broke my rib.
On purpose?
Yeah.
Oh, you probably deserved it.
I did, actually.
Oh, there you go. So
the only cure to the minus 43 after a week is drinking some Octomore first dram after a week dry.
Octomore works.
Get it in you, warm it up.
Octomore works.
The sherry on this is so well integrated. Like, it is. I haven't had this in a while. I'm glad you messaged me and said you're pouring it because obviously I have a lot of whiskey just like you. So you kind of miss out on you drinking stuff for a while and then you revisit it. But when you talk about integrated sherry and you think of those whiskeys where it just tastes like sherry, yeah,
it says a certain something to it, man.
Yeah, just a certain.
There's a little funk in there, a little scratchiness in there that I like.
So was this?
I wonder if that's the
hot tub.
I wonder if that's the virgin oak. Trav, the single malts, they go through virgin oak first as well, right?
Yeah, the virgin oak is the first. Yeah, all of their whiskey will go virgin oak to start. Yeah,
and you know it's funny because like I never really, like obviously not being a huge bourbon drinker, I never really picked up on virgin oak notes until we were at your place and drinking through those samples at one at Bimber.
Yeah.
And it was like the first time that the virgin oak like clicked fully with me, and I was like, okay. But now it's like I can pick out those virgin oak notes in anything that has touched virgin oak. Not anything, obviously, but and yeah, these Boulder, like the peated single malts, the sherry single malts, like even their bourbons, like you can just the whatever virgin oak they're using, wherever they're sourcing their cask from, obviously are making good casks because every single one's been good.
if you
I would like to. We lost Trav for a minute.
wait, am I back?
Oh, he's back.
Yeah.
If you think of like every single Scotch, right? Almost every single, they have some virgin cask like Deanston and stuff, but they're all going into a cask that just got drained of some whiskey, like a sherry or a bourbon or whatever. If you just take that whole aspect out of it and just put a whiskey into a cask that just got like 10,000 BTUs of flames shoved into it, and you just picture what that's doing to a whiskey. To me, that's what makes the American bourbon and single malt cask. That's what separates it. It's not better or worse. It's just different.
Man,
It changes the spirit in a huge way.
It does. It's completely different, man. I agree with you there. You know what? One that's going to sound maybe surprising to all y'all is the most absolutely fantastic Balvenie that you're ever going to taste, in my experience, is the 17-year-old New Oak, which was virgin oak back in 2007. It was bottled, and it has that pure virgin cask kind of dryness to it. And it's one of the best whiskeys I've ever seen that shows that virgin oak so like prominent right on the tip of the tongue.
Yeah.
I have a couple left, man. Like, we'll have to do a Heathens night, and I'll have to pour it for y'all, because if you tasted it blind, you'd never guess in a million years that it was a Balvenie. It's a light spirit, but it's like a weird punchy oak on the tip of the tongue, like you get from a lot of home casks, table casks.
Yeah.
It's very interesting, man.
If you put neutral spirits, so let's say new make, into a bourbon cask and into a virgin oak cask, which one do you think comes out darker after 4 years?
The virgin oak.
I would say virgin oak too, yeah.
The virgin oak comes out darker, and it's probably that char and everything. But when we did those Bimber cask samples, Sean, the virgin oak was significantly darker than the bourbon. It was
it like stood out how dark it was.
Same with this Balvenie, man. It's dark as hell.
And that's the difference right there. The bourbon kind of almost softens that char.
Yeah,
and you're getting more of the bourbon influence. Ton of stuff. Anytime you hear the cask, if you're buying an independent bottle, cask has been decharred, recharred. I had a Fettercairn from Carnmore from 5 years ago.
Say Fettercairn?
Decharred, recharred, 7-year-old Fettercairn. Whatever happens when they decharred, recharred, completely changes that cask. It's one of the best Fettercairns I've ever had. It was 7 years old.
Really?
Yeah. And
was that the really light colored one?
Yeah, it wasn't like Pinot Grigio white. It had a decent amount of colors in the new char.
I think I remember that, man. The old white labels.
Yeah, it was the old white label, and Fettercairn is a really hit and miss distillery. But you see decharred, recharred, immediately that draws my attention, because they took a lot of time to decharred, rechar that cask. So you're paying for that, and it's doing something to the whiskey.
Totally, man.
And it's just something different than typical bourbon, sherry. It's different. That's it.
Yep, I like virgin casks, man.
Well,
I also want to touch on a couple people were talking about Blue Run
in the chat.
Yeah, and I just really want to shit on Blue Run a lot here for a second, mostly because it sucks, but really because of how much they charge you for a bourbon that is, in my opinion, not that good. And I know a lot of people really thoroughly enjoyed that bourbon. And man, I simply did not care for it. I refused a second pour. I was like, this is not for me. I'm not interested in this. I'll drink Woodford Reserve over this in a fucking second.
Would you like some of this?
No, my God, that's shit. But that Blue Run, I got to say, man, I was thoroughly unimpressed. If I had a bottle of it, I would have named it my most disappointing whiskey of 2021. Probably my most disappointing whiskey in the last 5 years.
Sean's drunk. He just broke his studio.
Because of all the hype it got, and I just was like, no thanks. But everyone loves it. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
So we reviewed it on the podcast, right? So all four of us sat side by side. We tasted it. $250 a bottle, right, for 13, 14-year-old bourbon. Have you ever had a Wild Turkey Master Keep? Is that what it's the
Pardon me?
What's the Master's Keep one?
Wild Turkey.
Have you ever had that?
I have.
That's 17, isn't it?
Yeah, they have a couple different casks, Oloroso.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it for around $250.
Yeah.
And on the podcast, they said 10 times out of 10, which I've still never done to this day. You buy that Master's with a Blue Run 10 times out of 10. Would I buy that one if it was it's bad? I didn't find it bad. I don't know what Sean thought of it or people in the chat. But
What did you think of it, Sean?
Well, okay. So I had a sample of it at Rocky's house.
Rocky poured me my first sample of it as well.
So it was like a couple days after I had to put my dog down. I was bummed as all shit. He just invited me over, said, "Hey, I'm going to pour you some cool stuff. Come over." It was when that Gordon MacPhail Chag came out. So he had picked me up a bottle of it and went over, smoked some cigars, and he poured it for me. And honestly, like, my first impression was, like, it was, I thought it was good. It was decent. And then I was like, okay, well, how much was it? And he told me, and I was like, not in a fucking million years. Like,
Maybe that's why. I knew the price before I tasted it. Maybe that's what soured me so much.
and honestly, like, it was a decent bourbon. That's why I said it. It was decent bourbon, but I wouldn't even pay $100 for it. I don't think, knowing like what most bourbons go for. Like a Stag Junior goes for $100, and I will take Stag Junior 16 out of 10 times.
If you can get it.
We used to get Stag Junior in Grand Prairie for $75 all the time.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, it's hard to come by now, and that's whatever. But
5 Point Dram, thanks for joining us, Gene. Have a good night, buddy.
Cheers, Gene.
But yeah, like to me, the bolder, like, I tried Blue Run, and it didn't even make my list. Not even close. Wasn't even in contention. And every single boulder that I've had, the bourbons, won out. Just
Travis, let me
17
just suck your penis for a second here. But in all honesty, man, you couldn't be more correct, Sean.
Like, it's not even a contest. Like, Ryan's picks that he did always are top notch. Now, maybe he's got similar likes in bourbon than that you and me like, because we obviously pick his stuff. But
well, his Russell's pick won Whiskey of the Year last year for us, and his 1792 got the runner-up.
Yeah, and his 1792 this year got my runner-up. So, I don't know. Like, to me, like, Travis on the podcast, I was a part of that podcast. So, I remember standing in line to get on the bus at work, listening to it and laughing my ass off, and people think I was crazy. But when they were talking about the Blue Run, they're like, it's a bunch of ex-Apple execs that got together and said, how can we make money off whiskey? And they came up with Blue Run. And they, like, sourced just whiskey, whatever, put it in a cool-looking bottle with some butterflies and sold it. Now people are eating it up, and I still don't get it. I still don't understand it.
I really don't either. People are saying, let me send you this one, and you'll change your mind.
Whiskey A says it's Nike, not Apple. Or is it Nike, Apple, and Facebook?
Oh, I have no idea. After I tasted Rockies, I was like, okay, I'm kind of curious. And I tasted two others. I have no idea what they were. I just don't know. I can't remember. But I was like, no thanks.
Well, Travis, you might know about this better. Their actual rye that they released after the bourbon, it was $135.
I don't recall tasting the rye.
So
I had a bourbon and something else side by side, but Rocky poured me one. I don't know what it was either.
Yeah, I think it went bourbon, then their rye, and then they released a high rye bourbon.
Okay.
Yeah,
but their rye,
we did the 14 or the 13, one of those two.
Yeah.
Anyway, that came from Steve, right? The samples came from Steve?
samples came from Steve.
Not me.
Yes,
I
I'm
did
pretty
not
sure
like.
that was. Yeah, exactly.
I did not like it. It's just if I'm spending $250 on a bottle of whiskey, which even Scotch I don't spend very often.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
spending
Chad.
that money on something really special, right?
Yeah, totally. Like an
Barry
old
Croc.
23, you know, like
Yeah,
would you rather have an old Perk 23 or a fucking Blue Run? Seriously though, seriously for a second here, everybody.
Serious. No jokes.
It was funny because when Woodley was over at my house yesterday, we were looking around in my collection and we were talking about the Octomores and like how high they've gone up in price now. And I honestly can't think of much that I would pay $250 for. Like maybe a Barry Crockett at full price, which I've never paid full price for one. Like I've always got it on sale, so I've been lucky.
Yeah.
But like maybe a Cambus that is 35 years old or like a North British. And
North
even then,
British 25 exclusive to BC or something.
yeah, exactly. Like those are cool to me. Like, I don't know, the Blue Run. Travis and I have talked at length about the company that produces it and brings it in, whatever. I don't agree with the way that they make everything rare before it gets released, and they allocate
I noticed that too. I noticed how rare Blue Run was, and then I was like, why does everyone have it then? Why is it everywhere, and why is there 14 on the shelf here and 12 on the shelf here, and 72 people just posted it on social media talking about how fucking delicious this $250 piece of shit was. Like, fuck off with your bullshit. And I'm just teasing everybody for a second, but
Hey,
a lot
Ty, how's that dark cloud above Josh's head looking?
yeah, really though. A lot of people are like, you know, you need to be kind and you need to be gentle when you're bashing a whiskey. And I'm like, at the same time, fuck you, man. 250 of my dollars. You charged me for that? No, you're not getting away with that. I'm just gonna be like, hey, it's pretty good for $250. I'm gonna be like, how dare you take away a Glenbergie or a Lacheg from me?
We may be heathens here, but we are honest heathens.
Yeah, and I'm also just kind of pulling a couple people's chain as well. But it's just fun to rag on things sometimes when it's no negative ramifications on myself at all.
Gents,
yeah,
I'm gonna bolt. I'm having some weird connection issues here.
Yeah, Trav, your mic is really bad as well.
Yeah, I had to. I'll sort it out for next time, but it might just be the cold weather. But I've probably wasted too many time tonight, anyways.
Well, Travis, like I said, I'm going to do this very soon. You're going to get a huge shout out in my shower. You're going to shower with me. And thank you for introducing Far to me. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah. And thanks for joining us tonight, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Can we do a live shower feed? Has that ever been done on your thing? Is that
I could, but I run the risk of the phone falling and then everyone seeing Big Mike over here. It's a problem.
Yeah.
All right, dudes. Thanks for having me on
as well.
I don't need to get kicked off of Instagram for inappropriate sexual content.
Ty doesn't talk about his tattoos, and it's really none of my business, Ty's tattoos. But this motherfucker has a bodysuit, like from neck to fucking literally his ass, all of it. The most tattooed person that I've seen.
And Travis disappears.
Travis is like,
he's
fuck
had
this.
Yeah.
Speaking of Ty's dick, I'm out of here.
No, it's away. I put it back.
Oh, I hope Travis is still here.
I can see it right there.
Yeah,
look.
It came out for a little breather.
It's right there.
Oh, it is right there. Yeah.
I hope Travis is still in the feed. I had to close it because it was lagging. But on one of McCalder's Yeg Whiskey Nights tastings, he had this weird-ass bottle of, like, the label is a dog, like a bulldog, holding a cask up. And Travis promised he would get that logo of the bulldog holding a cask tattooed as his first ever tattoo. So
really,
if
I think I remember something about this. I've volunteered as tribute for someone to get a tattoo together,
and I've never forgotten it.
Yeah. Well,
Adam doesn't even have a glass.
well, we're gonna have to rectify that. We are putting together some guest packages that'll include T-shirts, glasses. We're gonna get some stickers made. There's lots coming in the future. We're very excited for this year. That's why we did this live tonight as a 2022 intro to all the great things that are in here at the Whiskey.
It's going to be a fun year.
Pretty excited. But I got to say, this is one of the coolest things ever to see. Well, you can't fucking see it. To see our logo on a glass, very exciting to me.
I'm going to tell you something about this logo too. This logo's been around since before I've even known Ty, before I've known many of you here tonight. My cousin is a designer, graphic designer, and I reached out to her and I said, can you make me a whiskey like logo? I want a tulip shaped glass in the middle. She made that tulip shape. Like, that's not a Glencairn shape. It's the tulip that she made, but we got it registered with Glencairn anyway. And she charged me $30.
Good deal.
And I said, I want you to understand that I'm going to be plastering this logo everywhere. There might be something on glasses. We might sell merchandise. We're going to be profiting off this, right? And she's like, $30. And the logo has not changed at all. And that's the logo that we use for everything now. It's pretty cool, man.
It is exciting.
That was well worth $30.
I'm going to reel it back in a little bit to the cigars. I had to put out my Macanudo. It pretty much exploded at the end.
Fucking
flavor was good. I mean, considering how big of a cigar it is, I just jumped into a nub, and you can see the size difference. This is a nub Connecticut, and zero issues so far. Quite delicious.
I am soon ready to.
This was a gift from my mother.
No way.
Christmas. She gave me 2, and I'm sharing one with you.
Oh, thanks.
I've never had it, so I have no idea. I hope it's
nice,
good.
big fatty. I love these big fat gauges. And Dave, Bearded Dave, are you able to jump on and talk some Glen Turret Carmore?
Are we having connection issues?
We are.
Well, possibly.
Who said that?
That little symbol there tells me possibly, but we'll see.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we've neglected the chat. Well, we've had Travis and Sean on, so maybe we'll
I'm gonna duck out, boys.
Yeah, what happened? What happened?
I still owe you guys a video that I will take this week off.
Everybody still owes us a video except
I
Travis.
asked, and no one gave us any except Travis. Maybe I'll ask again.
Yeah, this
end
is
of an era
for one
bottle.
This is for one specific bottle, Ty, that you know of.
Okay. All right. I'm excited.
It has a red label. It's Irish.
Is it?
You may know it.
Yeah,
I'll get that video this week and I'll send it to you.
This is dead, and I don't know if you can see it. There's a date and a signature from the whiskey wizard himself, the whiskey explorer, the man, the myth, the legend. He's not here tonight. Apparently he was earlier, but Mike Breezebois signed that bottle for me, and we just killed it. It's gone, and here it is, the very last of it, gone.
Oh yeah, look at that connection again.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird.
I hope there's no issues, but people will tell us if there is.
I'm going to disconnect from that internet.
Okay.
And go on to the other one.
That's kind of you. Shit. So we're over 2 hours now, and we did promise some more giveaways. Quick question, though. We did this at the very beginning, and we blind tasted. Does anybody know fuck all about Bower Hill? We lost Sean, too. Shit. Are we gone? Are we still here?
Let's see.
Well, Dave says he can hear us just fine, but Sean's gone. Oh, well.
Oh, yeah. It's like kind of choppy.
Well, that's not great.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Okay. Well, hopefully we'll maintain a little longer.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. But does anybody in the chat know anything about Bower Hill? I'd never heard of it till the other day when I picked it up. I'd like to learn some more just because I'm curious.
Dave, can you come on? Runner-up overall whiskey of the year.
Oh, yeah. We didn't even really talk about it because maybe he can, maybe he can't. I don't know. I like the Tobo.
Dave.
I love the 10. Fair enough.
I also love the 10. I like the 10 better than the 12. It's more stringent.
Stringent.
Yeah, it's more vibrant. But yeah.
Did you send Dave a link, perhaps?
Nope.
Maybe you could.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Dave, are you coming on here?
That's right. It did have Whiskey of the Year.
Yep.
And
Mortlock.
I got a bottle through our lovely Christmas exchange.
Yep.
And people involved in that will be
delicious.
getting more samples of it. I'm very excited the fact that I have more. I'm very happy.
Dave's not here, man. Dave's here. Okay, Dave. I sent you a link. Click that link, motherfucker. We named a Mortlock Sherry Cask Whiskey of the Year. I just
last year
loved it last year.
Yeah.
And this one got a runner-up this year. Another Carmore got the runner-up. We tasted some good Carmores this year.
We tasted
good old Perths.
We tasted a lot this year.
Yep.
This year we kicked it into high gear.
This was one of the top Carmores for me this year. So weird. So weird. Where's Dave? How do we get Dave in here?
Well, you send him the link, and
I'm
then
going to send the
he
link
answers. Well, while we're waiting on that, I'm going to throw this up. Who here likes beer? You guys like beer? I love beer. I'm a big fan. These are some of the beers that I have done this year. Not all of them have been posted yet, but I'm giving these away. All these are up for grabs. And I don't know how to do it. I want to use it as a promotion to bring more to the Whiskey Heathens. We are only a little over 150 people away from being monetized, which is exciting for us. But, we need that last little bit so we can really pump up what we're going to do with the channel, do more giveaways, more fun shit. So I want to give all this beer away, preferably to one person, but can maybe split it between two. We'll figure out logistics later. But I'm going to need your help in figuring out how we're going to do that as a contest. Like I said, all these beers, most of them Alberta, some American.
So
some
not necessarily
Newfoundland.
giving them away tonight.
Not giving these
for
away
the contest.
For the contest.
Someone's going to win this in a contest. We just got to figure out what it is.
Speaking of beers, we have two in the fridge if you're interested in cracking a beer. They're stouts, they're dark, and they're delicious. They're dark. They're
I could probably do that. Ooh, Origins Darkness.
Did we cut out?
No,
I think we're still here.
We're good. Yeah, we're good. I could do that. I got to go grab a glass, you non-glass drinking bastard.
I mean, we could drink it out of these.
I will not.
Small cans.
No, thank you.
Okay. Maybe
Yeah,
if one of the producers is watching.
Why we're so choppy, man. Are you on the internet? Get off the internet.
I'm on some internet. I don't know why. We'll try it again here.
I don't know why it's choppy, but that's pissing me off because Booster's right there.
I'm on the headquarters. I'll switch over to riffraff. We'll try that. Still here, a little choppy. Well, that sucks.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Try that.
Are you on Heathens internet?
Here I am. We're good on our connection. Okay. Technical difficulties. Maybe in the new year we'll run a fucking cable.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So,
I'm gonna grab a glass. We'll drink a beer,
yeah, let's do it, man.
and then I'll light that cigar.
Okay. Man, mine's burning quick. This is delicious. Nub Connecticut. This is my first Nub Connecticut, and I'm enjoying it. Okay, I'm gonna grab that glass. So, Josh is gone. He's the real whiskey expert, and I know a little thing or two about beer. So why don't we talk about beer? Anybody had anything that's here? We've got Newfoundland. We've got Alberta. We got BC. We got more Alberta. We got BC. We got BC. We got Fort McMurray. We got Baltimore. We got Bourne, Colorado. Now just called Bourne. I like beer. And I've got lots of it. So, yeah. I'm still finishing off the sweet baby Java. Damn good. Indeed. Also from Duclaw. We did it in bottles here. I found a 6-pack in town. Rare to find Duclaw around here. I loved it. I'm a big fan of sweet stouts, sweet dessert stouts, pastry stouts, all of them. What's the Blind Man can? The Blind Man can that one of you will have the good fortune of winning is an Imperial Stout with coffee. And it is a tiny little can, but it packs a wallop at 11%. 11%. Old Beautiful makes good stuff. Born Colorado has potential. So Born Colorado, this arm candy that's here, their milk stout, was probably my least favorite milk stout of last year. But they redeemed themselves with another stout recently that I just did. And they did this dark series. It was their 007 tropical stout. And it was excellent. Yeah, man. I have not had the Spruce Willis. I haven't seen it up here. And it's hard to get Baltimore beers in northern Alberta, let me tell you. But yeah, Whiskey A, that's what that is. That is Blind Man Imperial Stout with coffee. Extra strong beer at 11%. Ragged Edge Coffee Stout. Well, Skullblade, I would love that. But I would highly suggest we wait till the summer. Because transporting beer up to the frozen depths of hell in the subarctic region of northern Alberta, not recommended. It will not make it here. Unless it is hand-delivered, it will not make it here, unfortunately. Quality's back now. Excellent. We switched a few things around. Quality's back, Josh. I put them in the middle shelf right up front.
I had everybody switch internet.
Perfect.
It's not bad, little beer fridge.
Buddy, it's beautiful. I looked at that. I'm like, man, you're doing great. And grab that Sweet Baby Jesus. We're not going to drink it, but just so, because we're talking about it here. I see you got a can of it, I think.
You want a glass?
Yes.
Yeah, what do you see?
Oh, you got two of these? I might steal one from you.
Take one. Grab what?
Sweet Baby Jesus. Right there. Yeah, we're just talking about that. Remember when I got that in bottles?
Yeah.
There it is. There's the Sweet Baby Jesus. Pulled fresh out of the beer fridge. And chocolate peanut butter porter. Oh. Who knows the difference between a porter and a stout? So here's what we're going to drink now. Collective Arts and Garage Project. Origins of Darkness. Imperial Stout. Aged in oak barrels and finished in tawny port barrels with New Zealand Pinot Noir, South Pacific Vanilla, and New Zealand Cocoa.
Oh.
Now, I've ever mentioned what this is, but this is a Kupenga. I got it from a Maori woman who made me an honorary member of their tribe in the South Islands of New Zealand. It's basically the only jewelry I wear except for this West African gorilla skull. It's given to me by my lovely girlfriend.
Nice.
I call him Harambe. But
Except for Harambe.
So I love New Zealand. And
I have a funny
for
story about Topanga. I used to have a crush on a girl named Topanga.
It's called Kupenga,
From
but I
Boy
know
Meets
what you mean.
World. Which
nice
one
crack.
are we drinking both?
Yeah, we're gonna drink both, buddy. I brought both. Oh my god!
Ooh, that's syrupy.
Holy fuck!
That's thick.
That is thick. Holy shit! What a beautiful can, too.
Wow.
I love the designs. This design is
Holy shit, that's funky.
well, it is 10.8%.
Cool.
This is designed by Pedro Correa, 84. He's from Brazil. That is a Brazilian artist that made that can. That's why I love Collective Arts. They do some super cool shit. I'm going to dive into this.
I've seen a girl on the internet who was collecting her farts and selling them.
Yes. She's making good money at it and then tried way too hard to fart too much.
Well, then she went to the hospital because she thought it was a heart attack, and turns out it was gas buildup.
Holy fuck.
All right.
Wow.
It's a little bit sweet, but it's quite tasty.
Man,
Very viscous.
it is thick. That is a milkshake beer. Holy shit.
Man, it's borderlining on like a barley wine kind of vibe.
Well, I mean, it is coming in. What did I say, 11? 10.8.
That's
That
okay.
is, that's a little bit of all right.
Yep, damn right. I'm gonna light this up, huh? It's big fatty.
Big old fatty.
Oh, nice cut. Nice cap. I like this. Look at that. That's a nice little cut right there.
A beauty. Anyway, I was talking about beer when you were gone, just because I got
shit.
excited.
What a weird haul on that.
Yeah?
Yep.
I never do that. I never do a cold draw. I don't bother. Good day, new people. Dave Roberts is back. Oh, well, who's the new people? Oh, Steven's here. Mr. Schmutz is here.
Steve Schmutz.
God damn. That is delicious. All right. What are we going to talk about now?
Got a humidor
beer?
today.
You did.
New humidor. New to me humidor. Great price. Oh, and I'm very excited to get it back because my humidor is overflowing right now.
Dave says he never left. Or Dave Roberts. Yeah, he never left. Maybe he can't join us tonight. Maybe that's the issue. I don't know. You were chatting with him.
Oh, yeah. I sent you a thing there, Dave. I'm not sure if you're coming on.
Maybe he's not. Maybe he is. Maybe he's not. Who knows?
Let's see what he said here. Fuck you. Oh, wow. That's rude.
Anyone love Highland Park?
He
Some of
didn't
them,
say that.
except for the ridiculously expensive ones.
Who said that? I like Highland Park.
Yeah. I remember earlier on that I think it was probably Sean that mentioned the Highland Park. Just good all around Scotch when Mark was on to try to get him to try the Highland Park 12.
Highland Park 12 is fantastic. And it goes on sale for $45. Sean, we went to a Highland Park tasting one time or something, didn't we? In Calgary.
Travis would like us to talk about the world of YouTube and Instagram.
How so? In what reference?
I think he just means in general. We can shit on it. We can say the goods, the bads, the
I can talk
struggle.
about that. I'm fucking ready.
I'll talk about some of the behind the scenes for YouTube and how much of a struggle it is and how much time and effort goes into it. The BTS on this is insane and hours of work for a 10-minute video. It's insane.
For me, it's sometimes buying whiskey that I don't want. And it's very expensive. Like, let me give you an example. Crown Royal 18. It wasn't good. And it was fucking $200, man. It's like, shit.
But there was a better one.
Yeah, the winter wheat.
Mm-hmm.
That winter wheat was great.
Travis wants to know more about trying to grow a brand.
Good luck, man. It's a fucking hustle, man.
It is a hustle.
And right now, Instagram is punishing certain accounts. It's a lot to do with bots. A lot of certain accounts, myself included, followers are bots. And the fucking bots waved in all of a sudden. I don't know where they're coming from. But we're getting punished because of that. We're getting shadow banned and stuff. 1 month there, I think it was October. I had 4 followers in 1 month, 30 days on Instagram. And on average, it was about, 10 to 15 to 20 followers a day. And then the algorithm and stuff changed and it just, boom, dropped right off. YouTube is very similar like that. Now, YouTube is a fucking hustle, man.
We were getting a couple hundred views a video, and now we're barely cracking 100 sometimes.
Yeah, it's bad.
And I think we do a pretty good job.
We have fun.
Yeah, we do have fun. I mean, we didn't get in this for money. We got into this because I really enjoy having a side project, and this is one that I've thrown myself into and I love doing.
We'd like to support the habits and stuff.
We'd love YouTube to be able to pay for all this. It's just not there yet. And that's why we need your help.
Yeah, and Ty's hammering out subscriptions, for video editing and certain rights to this.
Oh, you guys always comment. You like the music. I pay for all that.
Yeah,
music.
that turns out to be hundreds of dollars a month, and the whiskey is fucking thousands.
Just not the gear alone, just the
tough.
subscriptions to launch this up. Like StreamYard, we don't pay for certain aspects, but for the editing software, for the music, for other subscriptions, it's about $120 a month just in that stuff to produce this. StreamYard only allows us to go live 4 times a month until we have to pay for it. And we never really have time to do it as often as we'd like anyway. And there's tons of whiskey YouTube channels out there. We try to do a little different. We try to add a little bit of comedy. We try to keep everything under 10 minutes for the most part. Sometimes we go over because there's just more to talk about, but we don't try to fill it. We're not trying to just give you a bunch of filler and garbage to extend the videos to get more views and more hours. I don't think that's necessary. I'd rather put out a good product, and I think we do all right with that.
Yeah, we try to keep it straight and tell everybody how we feel.
Yeah,
but
we'll never lie to
you. You have to entertain as well, and it's really hard to entertain people who aren't entertained by the same things that we are entertained by, right?
Yeah, I mean, I throw a lot of movie references in. We're going to start adding some more TV references, more pop culture shit, but it's time consuming. I mean, like I said, it's a 10-minute video for you guys, but between filming, seeing all the clips, editing everything, adding in music, graphics, splicing everything, cutting everything, it's almost 5 hours per episode behind the scenes before you get that 10-minute video on a Wednesday. We've been trying to fuck with the algorithm. We were launching and uploading episodes at like 9 a.m. Alberta time, but now we're doing it at 3 p.m. I haven't even seen much of a difference, to tell you the truth. It's sad.
Sean points out something here too.
What's he say?
Sean says, the biggest thing is your viewers are a lot more real than other so-called whiskey YouTube influencers. So here's the thing. Not even YouTube, but anywhere. The conversation between me and a friend came up the other day about purchasing followers. Not purchasing the followers, but using a legitimate company who don't go follow and unfollow, but like posts. And I said, that's cool. If you want to do that, that's fine. I wouldn't do it just because of the whole maintaining transparency. If you want to do a sponsored ad, I'm not against sponsored ads at all, because on my Instagram, it shows when it's a sponsored ad.
Yep.
So to me, you're maintaining your transparency. People know that you just paid for a sponsored ad.
That's only recent in the last couple of years. They made it a rule in the States that any advertisement that is sponsored must be stated. Now, we when we upload a video to YouTube, we have to click there is no sponsor for us, and we're not monetized through YouTube.
Yeah.
We haven't had an episode that's been sponsored yet. We've had some lovely people donate bottles.
Yeah.
But that's just for the content. They're not really a sponsor.
No, they said, hey, can you try this? Here's my bottle. And I'm like, of course. We'll try anything, right? We just don't try samples because there's 100,000 fucking samples. But Sean, going back to that point, the organic growth is 10 times slower.
Oh my God.
But it's 10 times more legitimate, and you're much more likely to keep those followers because you build a connection with people because they care about what you're talking about.
End of December, I hit 1,000 followers on Instagram.
Hell yeah.
That's a big point for me. I think it's mostly from this, not so much from whiskey, but it was a grind to get that. I've never paid for a post. I've never paid for an advertisement or a sponsored post. But now I'm over 1,030. It's just slowly growing. So to celebrate that, that's why we're doing this beer giveaway. But I want to figure out a way to use Instagram contests to drive new subscribers to this channel. And if any of you know how to do that better, I mean, I was thinking like get a new friend to subscribe, send a screenshot of their that they just subscribed, and I'll add both of you to the contest. Other than that, I don't really know what else to do.
Yeah, and Dave says, what would a sponsorship cost for an episode? A sponsorship costs dollars. But anyone, if someone has a bottle and they pop by and they're like, yo, leave this here, review it. Of course, we'll review it. We'll let people know. If they're like, everyone loves this and I hate it, review it.
I'm fine with that. I love doing
Sean
that.
reached out the other day. He said, man, I got a bottom shelf blend that's open. You guys should do a show. And I was like, fuck, of course. I love doing bottom shelf blends because, it's stepping on these landmines, and sometimes you just really win, like that High Commissioner.
Yeah, man.
That's great.
And I had never seen it before. That's what's so fucked up.
$35, right?
hard to beat. 1,000 followers, and you post a video every day. More people need to follow Ty.
I agree.
Thank you, Travis. I appreciate that. I appreciate you.
I agree. My account has 12,000 followers, man, and it's just it's a downward trend. It's not an upward thing. It's a
Don
hustle,
Holland
man.
loves us, so that's got to count for something.
Don Holland, thanks for the support, homie.
Appreciate it.
We got someone in the green room.
We do. We should bring him on.
We should pour some Carmore as well.
I mean, Josh has a lovely beard. I got a pretty okay beard, you know, with our next man.
I keep my beard this length all the
He's
time.
known for his beard. He's known for his beard.
Actually, it's Bearded Dave.
Oh, well, here
Dave.
he is.
There he is.
Yeah.
Oh, look, you trimmed your beard down. Nice.
Well, I got. Can you guys hear me? This is good. I've never done this before, so this is kind of exciting.
Tapered it off. I like it.
We ended up.
You're a little quiet, but we'll make it work.
Well, I can go louder if you need to. I can bring you a little closer. We ended up going to a barber, and it was pretty funny because he ended up getting excited, and he told me that the Lebanese know how to do haircuts, and he ended up just taking off a ton, and they're like DJ Khalid, and I'm like, man, it's not exactly what I was going for, but anyway.
Yeah. See, mine's Syria. Mine's the Syria look.
Yeah. But I'm gonna grow it back out.
Mo, if you're watching, I love you, brother. I wouldn't let anyone else touch my beard.
Mo doesn't drink, so he's not watching.
Mo certainly does. Give me that glass.
You got it.
Yeah. How you guys doing?
Pretty good, man. How you doing?
I'm great. I'm just in the process of getting my shit together for next year. There's a lot of cool shit coming down the pipe, so I'm kind of pumped about it.
You're
But
coming
it's
to Fort
kind of
Mac,
funny
too.
you guys talk about Instagram and shit because that's a part of it, I guess.
It is part of it.
And you're coming to Fort Mac, is that true?
Yeah, next month. I love
Cool.
coming up there.
Very fun. Very fun.
I have a
So what can you
I have
tell
a
us
long
about this?
history of small town Bonneville, right? So that's where I grew up. It was in Bonneville near Cold Lake, and all my life I felt like the big city got all the cool shit, and us boys in the bush didn't get anything. So I figure if I'm now repping some stuff, I've got some whiskey to sell. More importantly, whiskey to give people. Might as well make my way up to the north and make my way up to the places where they don't get any attention. And I
Thank
get
you,
nothing but
sir.
love up there, man. Nothing but love.
Thank
It was
you.
awesome.
Dude, you don't understand. We've been fighting for this for a long time. We've been wanting a whiskey specialty store in Fort McMurray. Not a chance in hell, they said. So all of a sudden, Sobeys downtown.
She's awesome.
This girl, Tanya, is like, hey, Josh, you know, I've known you for a while. The flood's done. The fire's done. Let's make Sobeys downtown this new niche whiskey store. So I was
Which
like,
is crazy.
Tanya, you
Which
need
is
to
crazy.
give us a discount for Heathens, but like we're down. And now she brings in everything. I bought this Carmore here in Fort Mac, man.
Is that the Glen Turret, the Rudimore?
That's the Glen Turret, man. The Hutamo.
Yeah, Rudimore. I love.
How do you say it? Not his bastardized pronunciation.
that
do you
Rudimore
say
is
it?
special?
Rudimore. No Scottish Gaelic speaking person said, hey, do you want some Rudimore?
Yeah.
Yeah, not
I have
once
a little
ever.
bit- I have a little bit of French in me, so I got that weird Métis French from Northern Alberta.
Oh.
So I could throw that more out there every once in a while.
Yeah.
Merde.
So I named this my
That-
runner-up whiskey of the year. Actually, this was
Yeah.
my second favorite whiskey this year, next to the Glenburgie heavily peated.
Fuck.
Well, you
get
can
so
probably
excited
tell
when you
by
guys.
the bottle. I've only had it a couple months, right? I've been trying to spare it. I've been pouring it for people, but it's really hard. I love the funk in this. I love the shag carpet vibe and cover. Would love this, I do believe.
It's so crazy. It's just fun. We have whiskeys every once in a while, just kind of out of left field, and we're not really expecting them. There's not much like almost like Bob. It's funny because the guy that gets us our whiskeys, oftentimes he's like, "This is good. Try it. I like it," and it blows me away. And I'm like, "But Bob, this is special."
Yep.
He's like, "Yeah, well, all whiskey is special." I'm like, "No, well, that's not how that works, Bob. Some whiskeys are better than others." He's like, no, you just need to spend time with every whiskey. Yeah, right. You need to spend more time with the bad ones, and you'll get to know them a little bit better. Is what it was pretty funny, but it's been great. I'm happy you guys enjoy it.
There's a bad one.
Spend
That's
more
terrible
time
right
with
there.
that's all.
Yeah, folks, if you do see this car more, I highly recommend that you go and buy it. It's still available from what I've heard.
Yeah, there's a little bit of it left.
So this is great. I think anyone would if you like the funk, you're gonna love this. This is funky, and I'm a little bit biased because you find sucker for famous grouse, but this I'm sure anyone who tasted this who loves the funk will be into that shit.
When are you going to get your little grouse tattoo on your ass?
I have a grouse tattoo,
No,
but
you
it
don't.
is not on my ass.
No, you don't.
No,
Funny thing
it's on my
about
spleen.
the grouse, like famous grouse, we have like all the pieces of grouse we pull in all the time.
Yes.
Isn't that cool?
I know.
Like, that's like
Oh, I
Travis
know.
doing the Old Perth 24 tasting, which is brilliant because it's like that we get all the pieces of it all the time, and that's what we bring in is just that you can make your own grouse. Just grab a bunch of independent balders and pour them into a cup. You can make your own grouse. It's probably not as cheap. That's just buying a nice bottle.
That's
of grouse,
right.
But
That's right. I've been experimenting with trying to make my own grouse, and I got to tell you, folks, I have a Isla blend a peat blend that I'm working on, and it's just a work in progress. I can't get it to where it needs to be, but this grouse, maybe I'll do that first, and I'll release a heathen grouse or something. I think that would be fun.
That's awesome.
Skullblade says, Josh, do you ever have a bourbon as whiskey of the year? I doubt it.
We have a bourbon of the year, though.
Skullblade, that's ridiculous. Bourbon of the year is a separate category. Just because I'm a Scotch drinker at heart. So I like to do a bourbon of the year just as for something that stood out for me. The 100% Atlantic corn. That one stood out to me this year. So there's no whiskey of the year that's going to be a bourbon.
I'm almost like I'm just kind of getting into this part of the whatever world, but man, like there's just so much to learn. I feel like whenever I'm such a nerd about whiskey, especially Scotch.
Yeah.
I deep dived. I'm like, okay, cool. I got this kind of figured out now. I got a little bit of a grip, and they're like, here's some tequila, and I'm like, shit. I have no reference points. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't I'm just drinking, getting drunk with tequila, which is tequila. Fine.
What are you, 20?
I like sweet tequilas. I like sweet sipping.
Not
tequilas.
me. I like the opposite. See,
I like the extra añejo sweet.
I like spicy tequila.
It's like I want to learn. It's like I get weird. Like I get too addicted to figuring out the details, and then all of a sudden I'm like deep dive for 2 years later. I come out of the darkness. I'm like, well, okay. I go try new shit now. I'm like, okay, here's new,
That's why you have the big beard. Belgium. You've been a recluse for years just studying whiskey. You come out and you got a huge beard.
Man, but that's what it feels like. Like whiskey for me is kind of newer. Like all I've been into not newer, about 7 to 8 years. It's not like a 2 decades research for me. Like a lot of some people.
Yeah. It's like a lot of
Scotch Club with Travis, right? Travis Watt, Empty Scotch Club is where I got everything growing. Travis is the guy that gave me my first real Scotch, and this is years ago. And
I stumbled upon it by accident for me. Yep,
it was very much. I had a couple of young kids, and I wanted to get hammered. Actually, there's a really funny moment with a buddy of mine at the Edmonton Scotch Club, and he's like, Dave, the Scotch we're bringing in is special. It's cool. It's interesting. I'm like, dude, I have a 5-month-old. I'm just here to get fucked up. I just need to decompress a bit, right? I'm here to drink. Yep. And it was pretty funny because he's like, Dave, we had this fight
trying to recalibrate over here.
I was just there to have fun, and he was there to enjoy whiskey. Now I have a wall of whiskey behind me, right? Like it's
man.
Hilarious.
Welcome to the rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying?
It's good stuff.
It's dangerous. It is dangerous.
Dave just pointed out something. He said Kilchoman mezcal cask finish was cool. And I agree.
I never had it.
It was cool. But I would never purchase it in a million years. It was fun. Yeah. But that's all it was. It was fun that someone poured it for me. That's all. Not my thing.
Kilchoman is such a cool distillery though, man.
Mm-hmm. I love Kilchoman, but the mezcal, cool. I was like, that's fun.
I'm actually drinking Kilchoman too. I'm drinking the heel of a Kilchoman. a peated second edition thing.
I only have one Kilchoman here, and that's I have 3, but
I have 0.
they're all the same because I'm afraid to open it because I'll guzzle it. Oh yeah. Yes, please.
Oh, you
the
had him in
Fino.
sherry.
Oh, the Fino. That was something special, man. Yep. That was really fucking good.
Cheers, Steven. Thanks
Cheers,
for joining
Steve.
us.
Cheers, Steves. Yeah.
This is fantastic.
I told him in chat.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Waddy's laughing because it's really 180%. Like I was there just to drink. Now I'm thinking about making a YouTube channel. and slaughtering with the 5 views a day, a year or whatever. But
I'll watch it.
I'm such a nerd. I'm such a whiskey nerd. Like when I get excited about a whiskey, I literally study the history of that geographic location.
I know you do.
Battles were fought on this.
You've explained to me in graphically great detail some of these battles that were fought and different, like bringing up people's names. Sergeant William Corrier, and I was like, "What the fuck? How do you know this?"
Well,
the history teacher over there.
Yeah, it's my day job. That's how my brain works.
I should come and sit in your class one day and just be like, "I'm here to audit you, sir."
The kids laugh.
There's no way I could pass as a student.
The kids laugh all the time because they ask me when I
couldn't
start
pass as a high
with
school
them.
student. I don't think. No,
not till later.
What grade do you teach?
Yeah. High school, social studies, grade 12.
Okay.
Grade 12.
Yeah,
I looked exactly like this in grade 12.
You had gray in your beard at grade 12?
No, but I did have a full beard. Well, I had a chin strap back then. That was cool back then.
I had a goatee. Not a big goatee.
No, it wasn't.
Come on. It totally was back in the early 2000s.
No.
Dude, 20 years have passed.
It wasn't cool then.
Bell bottoms were cool in the 70s. Look, see, Adam J went to high school with me. He could tell you, man. I was 6 feet tall, 210 pounds at grade 6, man.
Jesus.
Yeah, buddy. I just got fatter.
Should I tell you guys what you're going to have for special that
no
one knows yet in Fort Mac?
What's that?
There's a Williamson coming to Canada.
Yeah, and is it going to be several thousands of dollars?
No.
Good.
Like around $100.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah,
that's what I'm
bring
into.
One up with me.
Yeah, please do. I'll be here.
Does everyone know what Williamson is?
Oh yes. Well, I don't know about everyone. I know what Williamson is, of course.
Why don't you tell us?
Tell us. What is it? I'm gonna pretend that I don't know.
Okay. Well, sometimes independent bottlers can't buy the name. It's really expensive to buy the name of a cask, not just the cask. So we have to put a funky name. So independent bottlers kind of use the same name. So whenever you see a Williamson, it's after, Betsy Williamson. Actually, awesome, Carrie. It's exactly after Betsy Williamson. She was the first female distiller manager, and she worked for the very famous distillery called Lefroy.
Oh yeah.
So Carnmore's bringing in a Lefroy.
That's awesome, man. I can't wait.
We went to town. We went to work and got a shitload of it. We're usually they send us about 15 cases. I think we're punching around 35 this time. We got literally 60% of the cask, and we're bringing in this nice young Lefroy.
Lovely. I love young Lefroy's, man. They're so punchy.
It's going to be special. It's going to be cool,
right? And that's going to come to Fort Mac, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Well, absolutely. Yeah, we're going to send a whole bunch up to Fort Mac.
Cool, man. Cool.
There's a chance where there's going to be a couple cool things. There's an STR cask we might be sending up there too for a bit.
Okay.
There's some stuff. We'll have to tell you guys, but the Williamson for sure. I'm going to personally bring a bottle of the Fort Mac.
That's very exciting, man. That's very, very exciting.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, probably a bourbon cask, though, right? It's bourbon cask, right?
Yeah.
Everything is a fucking bourbon cask. I don't mind so much for Lefroy because it's so scratchy and bonfire-y that it doesn't matter to me, right?
The Sherry 10 Lefroy's are special, but they're hard to find, man.
Oh, sure.
Those Sherry casks, they're saving those for special shit now. Yeah,
this is cool. Very, very exciting, man. I can't wait to taste that.
Yeah, maybe I'll come up. Maybe we'll sit down and hang out. Sorry?
You say it's about $100?
Ish, yeah.
Dude, I
Not
remember
with
there
the
used to be
details.
these 7-year-old Lachags that were coming in $100. I got a 16-year-old Carmore Lachag. It was like $140. It's like, man, those were the days, man.
Yeah, well, like I said, we're not trying to go crazy. Like, it's, you know, it's hard because the casts are getting more expensive. But
Yeah, but
dude,
man, that's crazy
We're trying
though.
to keep it where it is.
How much Indy Lafroigs are you seeing, man?
Not
We've
that
had
many.
one. Old malt cask.
Old malt cask.
Lefroy. We
Let
actually
me
might
go.
have a
Let me go
Lefroy
anywhere in Fort McMurray and find an Indy Lafroig.
bottle. So how much did I send up to you guys?
Yeah, I don't fucking think so.
How much did I send up to you guys?
You should send enough because Paul drinks more peated whiskey than anyone I know, man.
He'll probably buy a case.
He'll
himself.
buy probably a case himself. Gino's going to want some, and I'm going to want some. So that's at least one case just for me and Paul and Gino.
Okay.
Well, what is it? 6 bottles in the case?
Yeah.
At least 2 cases.
Right?
Two cases?
Matt,
Okay.
you, man, that's going to go over well here, man.
And we're going to do, and we're going to, like I said, we're going to have it right before the tasting too, so the boys can try it and then go buy it.
Yeah. Tanya sometimes gets nervous because, like, I'm telling her, bring in this and this and this, and it's all just, like, heavily peated, nasty bastards. And she's like, I got to bring in some friendly things too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's been
It won't
awesome.
make the shelves. If you tell us when delivery day is, we'll just come grab it.
Yeah.
You don't even got to worry about it.
Yeah. We're lucky that some of the stuff she orders in for our Whiskey Heathens Club, so it doesn't just fly off the shelf immediately. She'll limit it to make sure everybody gets some. So it's real nice, man. It's nice to have that, right?
She's amazing. Like, you guys
Yeah,
are so
she's
lucky to have her,
great.
man. She's so cool.
She's great. We never had that here before, Dave.
We should have her on someday.
Oh, I agree, man. Tanya's awesome.
I hope to actually, I kind of want to go up for the weekend and actually meet her and maybe coming out. Is Ty, you coming? Do you know the weekend?
What day is it?
What day is it?
Let me check. I got it right here.
Here's the problem. If it's a McMurray Malt Maniacs, they always fall when I'm working nights. Always. Without fail, every single one they've had is when I'm working nights.
This Fino cask, my God, it's so awesome.
And you killed that bottle.
Yeah, that's
Trust me,
that.
yeah, this is the end of
That's
it.
so good.
Well,
Sean, I
we
think
had it in
actually
our
named that
Edmonton
whiskey of
Scotch
the
Club
year the
tasting.
other year.
We had an Edmonton Scotch Club thing, and I got the heel, so I'm crushing the heel now.
I'm trying to
good.
find this date here. Oh, book it off now. Dates are there. Okay. Rare Drams, February 11th.
Let me take
go.
a look here.
Yeah, I'm going to take a look at my schedule real quick.
I'm going to
here,
go
too.
with probably no, unfortunately. Maybe it'll be worth taking off. February 11th. I'm on nights. It's a Friday, and I'm working nights, of course.
Well, you know me. I'll have to stop at 13 Drams, Dave, which I did last time.
Are you working that Saturday too?
I'm just checking here right now.
Yeah, I work 7 days, 7 nights, 7 off.
When do you start your 7 on?
My 7's on for February. I start on the 2nd. I'm off on the 16th.
Mm.
But if it's as epic as you say it is,
I think we have 8
it might
whiskeys.
be worth taking a night off.
There's 8 whiskeys there. It's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
I might take the night off. That's one of my, I don't do resolutions, but it is one of my goals for this year is to
February 11th.
do more living and less working. I mean,
Well, I'll say this,
it's going
boys.
to cost me a lot of money, but it might be worth it.
February
I kinda wanna-
11th.
I want to visit Sobeys. I want to go up. I might go up for the whole weekend.
Dude, I'll take you and introduce you to Tanya, man, if
Yeah,
you
I
want.
want to go say hi to her. She's
Of
awesome.
course, man, of course.
Yeah,
I am
I actually
off.
have
I'm off on the 12th.
Boom.
Crashing at Paul's.
I think we're cuddling. Is that what you just said? We're cuddling, Josh?
Is it at Paul's?
Oh, buddy, you don't want to start something you can't finish.
Oh,
here, man.
don't worry about me. Don't you worry.
Is it at Paul's house?
No.
Oh,
Well, there'll be after Drams at Paul's. Well, I just
assumed.
started a party at Paul's.
So Whiskey
It's
A says something
pizza
with Lars.
and
I can talk to
stuff.
Lars.
It's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I'm starting to talk to Lars. I haven't really done that much whiskey in Red Deer, but yeah, for sure, man. I'm going to start talking with people in Red Deer right away. I have a plan this weekend. Actually, send out a bunch of emails, start the conversations, because I love going to places
We have
no one
to
else
do-
has been. That's kind of like one of my favorite things in the world.
We love having you in Fort Mac, man, and that's the truth, buddy.
We don't get it so often here, Dave, right? It's real nice that Paul's been doing all this.
Yeah, carpool to McMurray. We got enough places. We could put you up. I think I get a discount at one of the hotels here, so we could probably organize.
I have a room downstairs and a room upstairs, 2 people, and a couch, 3 people.
I got inside track and somewhere to stay. I'm good.
No, but someone who said carpool, Dave Woodley said carpool to McMurray. If we not February, but if we do something in the summer, I'll drive. I'll rent a van, come down to Edmonton for a couple of days, and bring everybody up and take everybody back the next day. Not a problem for me.
Ty, I'm actually thinking about bringing my buddy from the cigar shop in Bonnyville as well.
The owner or Scott?
No, the owner, Ryan.
Okay, yeah. Never met him, and we were supposed to go there, and we were going to do something.
We still are planning that. They have to figure it out. So I'm going to bring Ryan up to you guys first, because he's still getting his shit finished over there.
Ty,
the room is open, but
Ty and I have literally drove 5 hours down to Q Cigar Room, smoked 2 cigars, and drove 5 hours back, man.
Well, like I said, he's going
Ty
to
come get y'all.
That's the last part. So we're going to bring him up too, so he can visit you guys.
Hell yeah, man.
Okay, I have a
Dave. What's that?
I have a question. Ready? So
go ahead.
I just bought my first whiskey from an auction. What's your thoughts on auctions?
I do auction every month.
Yeah.
I win what I need every month. If I see something that comes up and I'm like, oh shit, finally, I'm gonna win that. Yep, I love auction.
I feel like it was like
I buy a lot of famous gross on auction, man.
It feels like a moment, like a level up kind of moment. Buying from an actual auction.
Yep.
It was crazy.
Is it do you mind if I ask? Is it SWA?
SWS?
Scotch Whiskey Auctions?
No. Oh, maybe it was the one in Hall's Auctions.
Okay. Scotch Whiskey Auctions I do, and I store my bottles in Scotland. And when I get 10 to 12 bottles, I'll import them all.
I got mine from Howell's Auctions in Calgary.
I will at the very least, buy 1 famous grouse on auction every month.
There you go. That's awesome.
It's like 20, 30, 40, 50 British pounds. So if I seen it on the shelf for under $100, I'd buy these weird grouse, right? There's a famous grouse Prestige right now on auction. Yep. And I'm going to win that. That's my favorite famous grouse ever.
That was a Taiwan exclusive.
Yep.
Taiwan is a real country. Sorry, China. Fuck yourself.
That's why you're not good on YouTube, guys.
You know what? You're probably right.
Yeah, you're
probably right.
Yeah. Who are these rude pieces of shit?
It's not rude. That's a whole political thing I'll explain to you another time.
Yeah, I know all about it.
Essentially, China doesn't consider Taiwan a country, and if you say they are, they ban the NBA.
Actually, craziest thing, watch what's his face, the wrestler, apologize to China for mentioning Taiwan.
In fucking Mandarin, too. John Cena.
In good accented Mandarin. Like he was coached. Crazy.
Here, I'll bust out mine for a minute. There you go.
Yep.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. We don't have any Chinese followers in here today, but they will tell you that was mediocre Mandarin. Yeah.
Je parle français un petit peu.
Gross. No, I'm just kidding. I like French people. I hate French government. In both aspects, Quebec and France. Anyway, we got a couple minutes here,
Speaking
Dave.
of Justin Trudeau, speaking of pieces of shit.
I did promise some giveaways today, so here's the kicker. I am going to give away this Macanudo.
I'll be interested to see what they think.
Whoever wins, I will throw in something else because, we just experienced it. Didn't go so great for Josh. Went pretty good for me. Dave, stick around. I'm going to give this away, but you know how hard it is to transport a cigar, make sure it arrives?
Very hard.
Safe, not cracked, and beat up and properly humidified, it's extremely.
Did you guys lose me too, or just them? Or am I cutting out? Can you guys hear me? Not sure there.
Goddamn. Are we back? Can you guys hear us? So sorry. That sucked, assholes. Good, here's the point. I'll get to it real quick in case we lose it again.
That's what happens. You say things about China.
I'm going to give you this. Whoever wins, I'm going to give you something else from my collection. Like I said, hard to transport. So I'm.
All right. I think I'm going to carry this now. So, how are you guys doing? This.
So, maybe we're back, maybe we're not. Everyone's back now. Everyone's fucking gone. Who knows? Here's the deal. Cigar, another cigar. I'm going to include a travel humidor from Gurkha.
Wow.
Brand new, never been used.
Wow.
Not only that, it's got a Boveda pack in it. Shit, there it is. We're going to throw it in with a 69% Boveda pack. I'll put your cigar in a bag. It'll go in there with another cigar, and you can win this. So let's give this away. How should we do this?
Oh, I have no idea.
Exactly. Here's the problem. So we're gonna do a random fucking question. I've said it three times. I don't know if it's accurate right now. I haven't checked the weather. But first one to tell me what I said, not what the internet says, but what I said, the weather temperature is right now. This is frustrating.
It's very annoying, yeah.
Yeah, super bad, super shitty. First one in the chat to drop what I said the weather is, what the temperature is. Right now, today, I said it twice at least. I bitched about it probably 3 times. Every time you purged, I said it. I showed you my... It sucks assholes here. It's cold.
I'm going to write down what I think it is just to make sure.
Okay. That's correct.
Okay.
Said.
I heard you say it.
First one in the chat that I see pop up.
I'll throw in a Mombacho too.
Holy shit. Another cigar I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you one that I know for a fact is good, that isn't a piece of shit, that I love, a Kitsugi. Ooh. Alec Bradley Kitsugi.
Nice.
That's a fucking winner. You can't go wrong with that. So,
I'll do one of those Diplomatico.
Yeah. So, Diplomatico Mombacho, a Macanudo Inspirado, and an Alec Bradley Kitsugi Robusto. What a fucking prize in a Gurkha humidor, travel humidor.
It's a nice humidor.
Yeah, it's not bad. And I'm giving it away. So, first one. If
what
we're still here.
Ty say knows? The temperature was?
Yeah.
What is the temperature right now in Fort McMurray according to Ty?
We're part of the stream now. Holy
here?
Fuck.
Are we here?
Holy.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. There's an issue with StreamYard.
I know what happened. I shit on the Chinese and they fucking bombed us.
They were watching. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. We checked our internet, full bars, fully secured. Perhaps there's an issue with StreamYard right now. It's the only thing we can figure.
I am so sorry for that. So again, the question was, what temperature did I say? I see a couple of answers here. None of them are right yet.
Nope.
Yeah. So anyway, quick recap. If you're still here and we're still around, Alec Bradley Kitsugi, Macanudo Inspirato, Mombacho Diplomatico, Gurkha Humidor. Let's give this away. I want to give away prizes.
Yeah.
That's what you came here for. The people that stuck around to the fucking end. It's 11 o'clock here, and they're still here. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Nobody's right.
No one's got it yet, man. I said it twice. I said the same number twice.
I'm going to give a hint without even coming close to giving it away.
Okay.
Ty was over-exaggerating slightly for dramatic emphasis.
Well, it's my old knees told me that's what the temperature was. Dave Robert got it. There it is. Dave Roberts.
Bearded Dave.
Dave Robert.
Bearded Dave.
Bearded
You got
Dave
it,
gets
man.
it.
You got it, buddy.
There you go, buddy. You get a humidor.
3 nice, delicious stogies.
We'll set this up for you right now.
Bing,
bang, boom.
Dave says, minus fuck you, Dave Willie.
Minus fuck you, indeed.
Dave Robert, I'm sure I can find a little sample of something you might enjoy, maybe a famous grouse or something.
Now, Dave, I can put this in the mail for you, or I can hold on to it till February. I'll leave that up to you.
Oh, dude, hold on to that.
Okay.
Yeah, that way it's not going to be fucked around in the mail.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. We got one more thing to give away. One more thing. Because we promised giveaways. And you stuck around this time.
Look at the fucking connection all of a sudden.
And the connection's good. It's shit. Who fucking
Full
knows?
internet shit connection to StreamYard.
Do you guys like my t-shirt? Do you want one? I got one.
Oh.
I got one here for you. These were limited edition. We will probably get more. This is a fat bastard heathen size, triple XL. However, I do have an XL and a double XL. I will get more sizes eventually, just not right now. But for now, you can pick. But I have one here, never been worn, freshly folded and clean. Smells a little bit like cigars, but that's just because it's been in here with us for so long. We're going to give it away.
Yep.
Then you can proudly sport 2 ridiculous idiots Eiffel Towering, a fucking whiskey bottle.
Yeah. Are we high-fiving too? Of course we are.
We are cheersing, sir.
Are we?
We are cheersing 2
Nice.
Glencairn glasses.
2 whiskey heathen.
It is a beautiful shirt. It's lovely. It is good quality. I didn't fuck around with that.
Yeah, it is actually.
And here's
really
my
good
favorite
quality,
part. Where does Mombacho come from?
Where?
Yeah.
Nicaragua.
Where do you think these t-shirts came from?
I know where.
Where?
Nicaragua.
Oh, you got it, buddy. You fucking got it.
We don't fuck around here.
So I had a few people message me after this week's video asking how they can get one. Unfortunately, the people that asked are proper adult human size, not extra large elephant size.
Not grotund and grotesque.
So those people, I made a note. When I place a new order, I will get some sizes for you.
Weird.
How do you want to give this away? I just did the last question. What do you got? What was the first blind whiskey we did today? Bam. So this is pretty much only the people that fucking
I
started
would
from the
not
beginning.
be able to win this contest because I can't remember that shit. Whatever it was not good.
Sean can attest. He says these shirts are comfy as fuck. Thank you, Sean. We're going to get more made. But for now,
You can actually buy glasses too.
we're selling these glasses?
Wow, they're $15 each though.
Holy fuck, that's
I
cheap.
paid $12.89 per fucking glass for these, buddy.
Sean
Straight
Kincaid.
up.
Sean Kincaid's the winner.
Sean!
He's the first one to get it, but he already has a shirt, so I'll leave it up to him if he wants another one, or if he would like to wait until the next batch of the next design comes
Okay,
out.
everybody stop for a fucking quick second.
So,
here.
Sean, you get a free shirt, but not this one. Who's the next one? Cars and Cubes. Who the fuck is Cars and Cubes?
Oh,
I don't know either. I don't know who you are, Cars and Cubes. But you send me a message on Instagram. I know you're on Instagram. It's the same name. Send me a message. Let's figure out who you are, and I will send you the shirt. You win. Someone asked
Sean,
if
take a glass. There you
one of the prizes could be a one-night stay at the Whiskey Heathens headquarters.
go. That's free, man. Come on
Yeah,
over.
that doesn't need to be a prize.
I got to go back to Nardwar here for a second. Don Holland.
Oh,
You guys know Nardwar comes up with all these crazy facts when he's interviewing musicians and stuff, right? Do, right?
Yes. What about him?
Dave said, or Don Holland said, Josh Ward, best $17 sweater ever. And I want to know, how in the fuck did you know that I paid $17 for this sweater? That's what I want to know.
That's a deep cut. That's a Sean Evans hot one cut
how
right there.
In the fuck do you know how much I spent on this sweater? Because that's exactly correct.
That's crazy. Well, you've mentioned it a few times.
Exactly. Where?
However, that is not something that I would retain as information, and I hold a bunch of ridiculous, useless knowledge.
Thoroughly impressed.
Cool.
Dave, we got a glass for you. Of course we do.
We'll sort that out in the next live. We're going to keep doing these at least once a month. I'd like to do more, but we'll see what happens. This has been a lot of fun. Thank you to all our guests. We kicked it off with Mark Anthony. You should check him out for sure, his YouTube channels and his comedy. He will be coming to Fort Mac, but when he's up here, he's doing a whole Alberta tour. I'll definitely be posting where he is in Edmonton and Calgary. He'll be hitting up all the hot spots, and he's a funny fuck, and you should go see him for sure. Who else did we had? We had Sean Kincaid, obviously. The Dark Cloud joined us. We talked Irish. What a gem he is. Travis joined us temporarily.
Bearded Dave.
Like, it's been a hell of a night.
Yeah.
Had a great time. We had some interesting cigar fuck-ups. We had some great cigars to redeem it. Had some good beer. All around, excellent time. So thank you so much to everyone that joined us. We really appreciate it. We appreciate those thumbs up. And you know what would really help us? Tell a friend. Even if you just got to take their phone from them when you're at work, say, give me your phone for a minute, unlock it, go to their YouTube and subscribe on their account for us. We'd appreciate it.
Yes.
All that being said, this has been an excellent night.
I got to address something else.
Oh,
here.
bring it up.
Don Holland is not his real name.
Oh. Okay.
So Don Holland, tell us.
He says he's a long-time Whiskey Heathens
Who the fuck
fan.
are you?
He's not going to tell you his real name on here. He's going by anonymity here. That's not a word. Anonymity? Anonymity?
You know what? You're getting closer.
Anonymity?
No.
He's going by an anonymous name.
There you go. He has chosen to remain anonymous. How about that, Ty?
Anonymity. I'm almost positive that's the word.
Speak much?
No. No.
Classic joke, though, right? Speak much?
It's my first day with my new rented lips.
Pardon me.
My Uber has arrived, so it's time to pack up.
One of our producers is here to pick up Ty.
Uber sexy. So thank you once again, everybody. We really appreciate the support. Thanks for joining us. This was fun as hell. 2022 for the Whiskey Heathens is going to be a fantastic year. We've got so much in the works. I believe it's going to be this Wednesday. Our Whiskey of the Year episode will be coming out with all of them.
A little bit of a longer episode, but we covered some real nice whiskeys on there.
So everyone that won, Sean Kincaid, we'll sort something out between you and I.
Yeah. Glass. He wants a glass.
Cars and Cubes. Send me a message on Instagram, please. And Dave, you got your cigars here. I'll hold on to them for
Whiskey A.
Whiskey A.
Message me on Instagram. You're on Instagram now.
He is.
Yeah. So
welcome.
Guess what his name is on Instagram?
Whiskey A?
Correct.
Holy shit.
Now, send me a message because I have your little sample pack and a Diplomatico cigar for you already. And you won something else. I can't even remember. But we'll send that off to you. What did he win?
Paul M. What did he win? He won cigars, didn't he?
Who?
No, a Whiskey A?
Whiskey A, what did you win?
We do.
We do.
We're ridiculous. We just rely on the winners to message us. Here's the thing. If they fucking messaged us and lied, said, yeah, I won, and this is what I got, I'm like, probably. Okay.
Sending it out. No problem.
It's a problem when you drink this.
Yeah,
much.
I can't remember what you won. I just can't remember what you won. 2 stacks, was it?
What did Skullblade? He says he's chopped liver. Did he win something? Oh yeah, no. Whiskey A won the. Was it him that won the 2
I
stacks?
think you won the 2 stacks.
The
only thing better than 1 stack of 2 stacks is 2 stacks of 2 stacks.
That's right. There you go. That's what it was. So
Skullblade,
we'll sort all that out.
You claim that you won again, but this happened before. We got to go by timestamps and all that good shit.
You want to continue this madness? You can go on Instagram right now, and I believe Sean Kincaid, the Dark Cloud himself, is doing a live Instagram with his best of scotch.
Right now?
I think so. It says now
I'm
live
heading.
on IG, so who fucking knows?
That's where I'm heading.
Thanks, everybody. We love you.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers, Heathens. We'll catch you next time.
Boom.